Hello.
Hybris.
Hello. He's eating.
I can see that. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling okay.
Your burns are recovering well?
My roommate said it would take a few weeks, but I've been putting, like ointments and cream on it.
Very good.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. It's difficult to walk, but it's fine.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well, it is good to see you both.
It's good seeing you too.
Madam Hybris, are you available?
Presently?
I did wish to speak with you. Yes.
If you must. If you would follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
How may I assist you?
I wished to speak to you about the thing I did and the mission I accompanied you people on.
Understood. Perhaps you could be more specific. There were many things you did.
I would like to discuss how it went and the possibilities of possibly attending something along those lines in the future.
Understood. Please continue.
Well, as I'm sure Sig told you, I, according to him, performed well but had issues following orders, which I'd like to say I am sorry for that, but in my defense, it was very hard to hear him due to the loud environment and the sounds of combat. However, I shall endeavor to keep my wits about me. As for the incident with the Red Room, I don't know if he gave you an exact report, but I have something up. She holds out a piece of paper, but it looks like a fucking diagram on it. That is basically what I could get just of the improvised explosive device that I disarmed. Additionally, it had some kind of weird smile on it. Shrewdly drawn. A smile that was anything but a happy smile, if you get what I'm saying. Other than that, I don't really have much to say, thank you. I sent a copy of this report to the individual that contacted you, so he has it on file. What else? Oh, yes, I did have to treat, what was it, Proxy, and I believe Lewis for gunshot wounds, so if you do see him again, please see how he's doing, because it was very quick treatment, so I didn't exactly have time to do it fancy or anything. It was get the bullet out, patch him up. I would advise that he seek some more medical attention if he hasn't already. I've just seen Proxy, and that's it. I just wanted to give basically a debrief, because that's what I'm used to.
Understood. Is there anything else you wish to add?
It's strange, but it seemed your unit could not scan a particular box. Time he tried to, it would literally shut him down to the point where Sig would had to give him a specific command to not look in that area.
Yes, I'm aware.
And
I've gone over the diagnostics that he submitted. I am fully
there's
aware of
also
the
that
unusual nature of this.
well, after seeing the tunnel, if you would like, I would like to offer my 2 cents on it.
Go on.
Something or some things, at least what I hypothesize, broke into this facility to do something. As was mentioned before, the boxes were all there where they shouldn't have been. There's the one with the sapient biological species inside, and the unfortunate other incident. To me, at first, I just thought it was some kind of rival company or criminal element trying to take over a part of their facility or possibly steal some parts. But after seeing what I did, I think something's... I don't know. It's like something wanted us to go where we did and find what we find. We were almost hurting to not only the improvised explosive device, but beyond that. And some kind of robotic beings or something shot at us to the floor of one of the hallways. And they did not have 9mm bullets like the security personnel that had signed the mission said. Those were at least assault or battle rifle caliber.
The other reports indicated that you were shot from below.
Yes, they shot up straight through the ceiling. But it's strange in that they shot up, but once we left the hallway, they seemed to stop. It seemed like the hallway and the entire rest of the facility was constructed of basically the same material. And why have all these feet marching around and making noise when you could have one or two, I don't know, whatever they are, sneak up quietly and just dispatch us? It seems very odd. Almost like it was caught by surprise or wanted us to be aware. It's strange. But that is all I can say, really.
Or perhaps they were trying to cover their trail, slow you down.
That as well. I believe that is probably a good assessment.
The reports given by Sig and others indicated that there was a substantial force moving beneath the facility, likely through the tunnel
Yes, I can
that you
attest
saw.
to this. Oh, yes, I can attest to this. It sounds like hundreds, if not thousands, of metallic feet just stampeding. Almost like they were running away from something, maybe? I'm not sure.
Perhaps.
That is all I have.
For the time being, we will be keeping an eye on the situation and seeing if any further patterns evolve. For the time being, though, I would appreciate if you were to keep this operation on a more private basis.
Sig already sent me the copy of the signature waiver thing as well, and it specifically paid attention to the NDA agreement, which I agreed to, so do not worry, my lips are sealed.
Good. Did you wish to discuss
This may
this
s-
further?
There's nothing really left to discuss. I've told you what I think of the operation, what happened from my perspective, so on and so forth. I did want to discuss the possibility of me being allowed to join in on other ventures with your agents if the need arises, as I have, believe, amply proven that I have at least one skill set, which is explosives expertise in removal.
Perhaps.
I also have a ship, but you can get that anywhere.
As I see it, having outside parties involved in our operations is complicating.
Agreed. That is why I wish. You just remember, but not one of your recruits either, a contractor, someone who works on contract with Aegis and is held up to a certain NDA or whatever you wish to call it.
I'm gonna head out. You two have a good night.
See you, Proxy.
You as well, Proxy. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, you too.
I will consider it.
That is all I ask. Ever since my release, I've been looking to improve myself and help people to understand that I have changed morally and am less like I was when I went in. I have learned the errors of my way. I believe if I assisted your guild, company, association, whatever you wish to call yourself, on the things which you do, not only would I be able to prove that I have changed for the better, but I also believe that I would possibly be able to make some good bonds with people. I have somewhat studied your members, and they all appear to have their quirks, but for the most part, they seem to be very nice and understanding and respectful people.
It is the environment that we create for ourselves. Yes.
You seem to forgive past mistakes.
We do our best to, yes. We believe that people
I
can
guess what
evolve
you could
past their mistakes.
I guess what you could say is I'm looking for redemption.
That is one way of putting it, yes. As I said, I will consider it.
That is all I ask. On a completely different note, I have a question for you that is completely and utterly unrelated to our current conversation whatsoever, but it literally just popped into my head. Do you have anyone that knows how to fix a refrigerator?
I do not believe we have anyone certified to work with such systems. Theoretically, yes, I'm certain we have people who would be knowledgeable enough to fix a refrigerator, but depending on the systems needing repair, it is possible that it would be against safety code for them
My
to do
entire
so.
ship is technically against safety code, Madam Hybris. Is a what is the analogy someone said? Ah, yes. It is a bucket of rust, bolts, and duct tape held together by iron will and fear.
I
Or
see.
maybe it wasn't fear, maybe it was anger, or something like that, I don't know. But yes, my fridge stopped working, and now the lights on my ship only turn on when I open up the fridge door. I don't know how that works. At least for the kitchen. I don't know. I got it very much secondhand,
Understood.
and
I do not believe that is
Yeah.
necessarily the problem you're having. You need someone to look at your electrical systems. I believe we have a number of people who are knowledgeable enough in this area.
How much would that cost me?
You will need to ask them.
Oh boy.
This is not a service that Aegis generally provides. But I am certain
Thank you.
there is someone within Aegis who would be more than happy to help.
Thank you. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me at all while I'm here?
At the moment, no.
Before I... Actually, I don't have to... Yeah, I have nothing else if you want to do whatever it is Hybris do.
Well, Hybris is go and check up on their patients within the infirmary.
If you're talking about Saya, I believe Air moved them to their room.
Understood. Thank you. I
You're
will
welcome.
contact Miss Air then.
Damn. I'm sorry, I have to leave. I've got a meeting with a legal official about a parking ticket. Oh, God damn it. Don't be late, don't be late, don't be late, don't be late.
Wow.
Miss Hybris.
Yes, Fable?
Seems a lot of people have left. I don't know where Small is exactly, but all I know is don't think we need to really worry about him dying.
We do. He already did it once.
I don't know about that. From what I can tell.
How
He's
familiar are you with
cursed.
Mr. Smaller?
Better than most. Hence Cordelia. But he's got a curse that I've read.
You are aware that he previously died? Yes?
Yes.
T?
It's kind of confusing. There was a tree on him that had many faces. It was saying a bunch of words. And it was something about not being able to die. Something on the knowledge of. Scrambled all over this, but that's what I managed to piece together.
I have no records of something such as this. Perhaps. I suppose that will be up to Smaller to divulge more information once he is feeling better.
All I know is it seems to be connected with, well, something maybe involving the cards, I think. From what it looks like it has origin. It's very familiar in that
Soren,
regard.
thank you for the raid! Wow. Aside from this, how are you feeling?
To be honest, stressed.
I see.
You're probably doing somewhat the same. Assume.
Perhaps. I have not heard from Saya yet. Have you spoken with your mother yet?
Yes, I have.
And their operation into the north?
Successful. All of them came back somewhat in peace. I managed to mend and help people get back up to speed.
I see.
The worst, most likely, will probably be Saya and Smaller. Everyone else, Percy had her wounds, but she seems to be healing up. She had a scab going across her back. From the scans that we did on Smaller, he has still got internal bleeding. He's somehow still pulling through. He's missing a leg. And somewhat the other one. A little bit, it seems. Was cauterized.
Who did this?
Most likely from Saya. Saya has also got some internal injuries, broken ribs. She also has a lot of gash wounds around the stomach area.
Air has an
My mother
army
is-
of these injuries.
She is doing right. I am a lot more familiar with dealing with her wounds than anyone else's, so I was
see.
able to deal with that a lot easier than most.
Wow.
And the man they hired is doing quite well. Left a little while ago.
I see. Well, I suppose if that is all. Thank you.
No problem.
I am glad to hear things went well, though.
For what they seem to have versed, very well. They have won immense against a lot of big creatures. Actually have the video files if you would like them.
If you would.
Yeah.
I see. Thank you.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all.
Wow.
I think they got very lucky, especially with being two very strong creatures, it seems. I think if they didn't have that what they called it, the hired battle bard, I don't think they would have gotten out there pretty well. They did. He was their
Perhaps
healer.
not. I
Hmm.
would suggest that for the time being you perhaps go and tend to your mother.
I most likely will, but sadly, being forced into some training before I leave to the north.
Understood. Well,
King Bali has requested in person that I seek training underneath him for a week, and from what everyone's reactions were and from how he sounds, I am at a high risk of maybe not coming out of it. And it's not of my choice. I was not asking. If I want to have the name Anders, I have to go through the trials.
you will need to earn it.
Frost Giant culture is very brutal.
It is how they survive. To
Hmm.
exist in such an environment, you must become hardened to your environment. The people there are strong.
Very.
Given the nature of the situation, I do not believe there is anything I can do to help you, but I will wish you luck all the same.
I really appreciate it. Any form of positivity at this point would probably be the best for me. My only concern of this circumstance is more wondering if he's actually got some good intentions and not bad intentions.
I would certainly hope that he has your best interest in mind, but perhaps stay guarded.
Hmm. Apart from my situation, how about yours?
I am not certain what you mean.
From seeing how Brim was, I assumed something very similar must be happening to you.
She and I have been spending time together. It has helped both of us.
I'm glad.
Unfortunately, due to her resistance to sleep, it is causing health complications for her. She will be fine, I am sure. I would not let it be otherwise. But it has led to a more exhausted behavior on her part. Aside from this, I am fine.
Okay. Because I know for a fact that Luna would probably start worrying. She's seeing Brim the way she is.
It has
Would
had her
obviously
worried.
probably start thinking the same for you.
It would be logical.
Very.
I am doing my best to stay positive for her. I do not want her worrying.
Don't think it can be helped, honestly. Even if you do stay positive as possible. Everyone's gonna worry about everyone, and it's kind of natural.
Yes, but I would rather not be the source of that worry.
Mm. I'm really happy that she's in the location that she's currently in now. Seeing what's around and out. Cultures, seeing how everything functions.
As am I.
But I feel like the more that she spends and the more that she doesn't see small bits of the outside, she's not actually going to know the true impact of the situation. Or situations.
Perhaps
There's
not.
already been new talks within the populace.
Of course there have been.
Talks about, in particular, synthetics.
Yes, I am sure there have been.
Some people have been badly injured because of.
There are synthetics that have been hurting people.
Hmm.
I see.
A friend of mine contacted someone in the slums. It's Fair City. He's alright now, but he was attacked nonetheless.
That is worrying. And all in all, sad to hear.
Knowing him, he'll pull through. Confident. Because
I'm
he's one of
glad.
the main people who told me these weird little tales of how being in such a low place can give you so much more information than being in somewhere high.
It can.
And how you can hear wonderful, great stories about the smaller heroes. Being the people who are just out there to help one another.
Yes, well. Hopefully, they will be able to see us in that light again. As it stands currently, Aegis is not necessarily hated, but it is not held within the same level of regard that it was previously. I have been trying to quell things as best I can.
And
But
I've been trying
given
my best to
own...
improve as well, myself. Clear the image for some people. I actually
Thank you.
may have went off at someone. Do you remember Kane, the green one?
I do.
He said some unsavory words during the recent event with Victor.
I would not blame him.
I cleared things up for him, and I also got upset. Wasn't needed, but because I got upset, he actually listened. Not very often that I do get upset. It's not very often I do yell or raise my tone.
Perhaps. I
But he
would
got the
avoid
point.
doing that again in the future, though.
I
People
try my best to
are
keep my cool.
resistant to such things. When you yell at them, they will get angry and they will not listen.
I'm aware of that sort of topics and that sort of things, thanks to Cord. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know how to talk to her or communicate with her properly.
Yes,
The whole
that
yelling
is
to her is more.
understandable.
It's kind of weird in her head. It's like just normally talking to her, but it depends on the person. It depends on how they react as well. With me, I can go up to her and tell her something that would be considered awful from someone else's point of view, but to us, it's like banter. Like, I don't know, like a brother-sister thing.
I'm glad you're able to have such a good relationship with her. It is good to see that she still has people that she can be close to.
Although, kind of still wish every day, and I keep telling her to stop doing this, she does. It's very unsavory.
Unfortunately, yes.
But I feel like she could do better. And I feel like if guided and
Everyone can
less
do
so
better.
and focusing it towards something else, then she will do a lot better. It's just kind of tricky finding certain interests. Really, the
She
best
needs
way
someone
to...
who will be able to guide her. Someone she is willing to be guided by as well.
Oh, she's still Corona's teachers. Still reading them. Which reminds me. I was supposed to give you this a long time ago, but a lot of things ended up happening. Miss Hybris, you now have access to logs and journals involving Miss Bellator, involving the journals of what she's taught, things that happen between her and Nano, and what she's done to learn how to be a better mother herself, even in the worst of conditions. She put a little smiley face next to it. Also, from her words, if you really think I am not going to give this to anyone, you'd be right. But I still enjoying watching you grow, watching you change and evolve, despite not being mean. Did you miswrote that? I think it's supposed to say being. How do you say this one? Being tricky to understand. And your teacher had some unorthodox methods, scary as he is. So from this point on, the Guardian will give you access to all of my schematics and blueprints and prototypes of the magical items I have created and gadgets over these past centuries. Despite everything that's happened, you're still going to be my favorite AI. That's it. It's best for chicken scratch.
Thank you.
I don't know why, but you wrote it on a weird notepad. It's from a $2 store or something. Anyway.
That seems like her. Again, thank you.
It's no problem. I've had to do it for a lot of people. I've had to send it to a lot of people. I even gave Curry his recently. Which I didn't know was a thing. I didn't know that there was weapons that could kill Nephilims.
Well.
There's a lot of different things. I don't know how to get in contact with some of these people though. One of them being Gilgamesh, two being Beetle, which has a weird one, really weird one, and Q.
I would speak to Sachi concerning Q. Beetle, or known by his full name, Beetlevox, passed away a long time ago. And Gilgamesh, I believe, I can help you reach. He is not entirely difficult to contact. It is merely a matter of trial and error most of the time, at whether or not he wants to cooperate that day.
Beetles just says a smile.
Interesting. Wow.
Don't know what that means.
Perhaps it would have meant more to him than it does to us.
The one involving Gilgamesh, I know I can disclose to you. You could inform him about. And that is apparently All of my debts. All of my debts go on from me towards Q. Q now has all of my debts with you. Also, if you think the sword is gone, it is not gone.
Sword?
So have fun. It's now in the possession of Ion. Good luck getting it from him.
Well.
And I stole your car keys. Sounds like her.
Incredibly so. Well, again, thank you. I will try to get in contact with Gilgamesh for you.
Now I'm curious what the car keys is.
I do not know.
Some of these are really confusing. Apart from that, I think we might have another guest here.
Not seen any further requests. Oh.
As I thought.
Hey, what's up?
Lots of things. One of the things being, a mission was done, and I think it'd be good for you to know that your sister is back safe.
She's back safe. Well, that's good. She take any injuries or whatever? What happened?
She's taken several injuries. She's very banged up, but
The worst being
Sure.
some internal bleeding and broken ribs. Given Air's estimates, she should make a full recovery within a few weeks.
does it make it better if I inform you that the creatures that she did face were very big?
Okay. What were these creatures?
Creatures within the north, in particular, reptilian. They use ice as armor, and they're bony all over. That's literally how their armor functions. They're on about, if you were to put a size comparisons of Saya, of height, about 8 times her size in height.
I see.
It's a rough estimate from what I can see visually, and she was very taunting of both of them.
She taunted him?
Multiple times.
That does seem like something she would do.
That's definitely something she'd do.
They also faced.
Tip off the old block, after all.
They also went against these. It seems to be. Birdish creatures? Not even birdish. They definitely. All I know is they shoot ice from a very far distance, and they can glide in. about the size of like a ball, like two times the size of a ball. I'm gonna need to log all this down because I'm gonna probably end up getting mixed up with these things.
But I'll need to see her. Where's her room?
She
current time,
is
she's
resting
recovering.
currently. I would suggest that you give her some time.
She's still coherent, from what I'm aware. She's in and out.
Assuming the medications have not kicked in, perhaps she is still awake, but given the medications that Air gave to her to help with the pain, she is more than likely passed out.
I have a question.
Yes?
Silas.
What about him?
Doesn't he need to request true forms?
He does, yes.
Or no? Okay.
Listen. I greatly appreciate that you think that I should give her time to rest and things. By all means. That's pretty standard op. But I need to see her, Hybris. You're going to have to excuse me for this one.
I see. Her door is currently locked. You will need to knock. It is down the hall.
Thank you, friendo. Appreciate it.
Far end on the left side.
Thanks.
Might need to go for a little bit of a jog. You want to get there quickly.
Wow. Was there anything else you needed?
No. It just seems to be that I'm getting some communications from Silas. That's all. Speaking of which.
Well, it seems I will be speaking with Silas.
Understood. If you need my assistance, you know how to contact me.
Of course.
But now I think I'll make some more tea. And see if Sire is actually awake. Would you like me to bring up some tea for you?
I will be fine without, thank you.
Understood.
Greetings. Everything alright?
Yes. Did you need
Oh,
something?
okay. No, I just came back to basically visit and see how everyone is doing.
Understood. I believe Fable is preparing some tea in the kitchen if you would like to have some.
Thank you. Oh, I do have one question.
Yes?
Do you know a... hold on. A Teru Anders?
I'm familiar with them, yes. Why?
He's looking at his phone. I just received a text from them, and apparently they've been told that I'm the one who they were able to purchase weaponry from. I'm curious as to why this is, since I thought it was common knowledge that I no longer do such things.
Perhaps it is not. You will need to rectify this information.
I apparently shall have to. Well, if anyone asks you, I no longer sell weaponry, as I do not have the legal documents required to do so.
Understood. Hello.
We must skip formalities. The information I bear is urgent.
Continue.
I've been seeing, using the planar codex, seeing the other side of the shattered gate. And I think there's a reason why Arcadum's gift to you was a soul. And I think it's because there's something different about your soul. And maybe my soul, maybe Rochelle's soul. But I don't know yet.
Possibly. What would bring you to think this?
I was assessing the nature of the enemy who fought the Herald once before. The group of heroes that Rochelle has informed me her world refers to as the Seven. Their members have souls that persist, that they see in images that refract into other lives. I don't completely understand it, but first thing I would avoid doing is looking into mirrors of any kind. That seems to be a dangerous practice, based on the other side of the gate. Something special about reflections. It alerts the violet.
This is interesting, but I understand.
Have you talked to Sachi recently? Hasn't he given an eye?
Not in a few weeks. We have barely spoken. I have been busy with
You need
other
to tell him,
things.
most importantly, that he does not let that violet eye see reflections. Because it allows the corruption to spread to whatever it sees. I've seen it happen on the other side of the gate.
I see. That is quite concerning. His eye, His eye is infected with the violet?
But I believe it's purposeful. There are multiple on the other side of the gate who also bear violet eyes. It affords them an edge against the enemy, the ability to see the enemy. But it must be handled with care, or it allows the enemy to see you.
Sachi is a vulnerability, then.
He always has been. But yes.
Specific to this situation, yes.
My physical state has been deteriorating as well.
How much
I've been
time
looking
do you
into
think you
ways
have?
of preserving myself. Time is something that I can't estimate on. I just hope I make it to see the Herald.
I see.
Anyway, how have your proceedings been?
Grim.
Never good
If I'm
news,
being
huh?
entirely honest. What you did has caused many a problem. There is a growing number
What
of
of the
people
training
that are
of the agent?
progressing slowly for the moment. Teaching them to work together more succinctly, I believe, is the first step.
They will need to trust each other, especially against an enemy that they cannot know.
Very true.
I've learned that there was once somebody who could speak of the violet freely. For even now, as I tell you this information, I must choose my words carefully. For to say the wrong thing could invite corruption. A translator is required.
I see, and how would we find such a translator?
I don't know if they exist on this side of the gate.
Yes, Fable?
I've been informed that Saya will be recovering within the next couple of hours.
What happened to Saya?
She was
She
assisting
got
Miss Anders in a personal matter up in the Northern Territories. She was injured, although it would seem she will be making a miraculous recovery. What brought about such a rapid change in
I think
status?
Mr. Curry did something. I'm not sure what, but he did something and she seems to be recovered to the point where she's now coherent again. Maybe her immune system, most likely. Boosting.
Quite possibly.
especially to get through that sort of medication. I'm quite surprised that she woke up.
If she is rapidly regenerating... Yes, it is quite possibly her metabolic rate is increased to match this.
There is some tea in the kitchen if you would like to grab yourself some. If you'd like to sit down. Sorry for interrupting, but thought you should know this. Seems
It
her
is
state
fine.
is quite surprising.
Are you alright?
Curious.
I will go and check on Saya. Thank you.
Not a problem.
What I can do. I know I can't feel as fast as you and Dawn.
Miss Saya,
Yes, Miss Hybris?
may I enter?
Yes. Hello, Miss Hybris.
Hello. I am gladdened to hear that you are recovering rapidly. I apologize if I am interrupting Curry. I came to check on her.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Remember, friendo, you're like family to me. We suffered together, went through shit together. Hell, you could interrupt me anytime, as long as it's not between my pizza and cartoons.
Oh my god.
I see. I will keep this in mind.
So, what's up, Hybris?
As I said, I came to check on Saya. She is one of my agents and is recovering from an Aegis-sanctioned mission.
All I wish is that I knew who the hell this Tolian fellow was.
Hmm.
It's boggling my mind. Graham told me that
Hmm.
he might have known because maybe he heard something in Purple Lotus or Superior City. Who knows? But I mean, Aaron knows him. Apparently, some other people do. The butler of hers, so and he's pissed. But kept picking on me. I know that.
Hey,
Okay, don't do that. Ow.
don't think so much on those things. You're like an encyclopedia. You're too open.
That's because you don't do much thinking sometimes, brother.
If there's one thing I've learned. Well, I just tend to go with the flow of things. It's how I've always been.
I just try to think on it. Try to find a way of what's going on and. I don't know if you consider that overthinking, but.
No. See, that's where you have me advantaged at. Even back in the Renegades, I never really used my mind. Just went along with what was in front of me. If I saw it as an enemy, I broke it down.
Punched it.
Kind of like a certain someone we know. Except you got Mom's better half of things. I may be all powerful, but got Dad's non-thinkingness, huh?
Stupidity genes.
Come on! I ain't stupid.
No, you're not. I just had to make a quick jab.
It was a real strong punch.
Given that you are laughing and not, well, shouting in pain every time you do so, I would assume that your ribs seem to have healed.
I am gonna take a little time to rest. Take it still a day or two to rest and recover.
I would
And
find that as
get
being
myself
entirely
clearance.
advisable.
Yeah, and get myself clearance from Air. Last time I didn't, she was angry at me. Well,
Rightly so.
I'm making that mistake again.
Well, it is what it is. But hey,
Just means I'll live.
I'm proud of you, baby sis.
You proud of me?
What do you mean? Of course I am.
Well, that's I guess a good thing to start.
Do I not say it enough? Guess I
No,
don't,
you do.
I do?
I don't know why you do so though sometimes. I make a lot of mistakes, probably more than you. I've gotten
A
hurt
wise
more than you.
person once told me, we must learn from our mistakes if we are to improve as a person.
Why do I
Somewhere
get a feeling
along that road, anyway.
Why do I get a feeling you're mocking someone?
long time ago. Anywho, just need to know that you're fighting for what you believe in. Mistakes will happen,
Yeah.
but it is up to you. How do you respond to those mistakes? Do you keep making them? Or do you improve as a person and learn from your mistakes?
I try to learn.
And good. Makes you a very valuable fighter, too. I know from experience, the amount of mistakes I made should have had me killed by now. But I persevered and learned.
Yet you're still alive, bro.
Of course.
I'm glad, though. I stuck around for that long. I also have the question.
What's up?
You said we might be returning home. We're going actually back there to look for something, right?
We have no choice. If the endeavors of our family is going to approach us here, and this oncoming threat, you know, if it's a threat or not, we'll need to go back to where it all began in order to find some things, some clues, something that they might have left us. It always comes down to what we find. Because what we find, if we go back home, we gotta hope that Mom and Dad left us something. Clue.
Hopefully it's not burned down. Hopefully something stayed. I still kind of regret that.
Yeah. Mom was always keen on a lot of Dad's forgetfulness, but she was smart. Strong. She must have left something. Oh, actually, sorry, Hybris. You know, I get stuck up in my own mind and things all the time. I should be more proper about things. We had a meeting at the Lotus.
Oh?
Yeah.
With Victor, Arbor, Aron, myself, and Sachi about some of the things Victor's been trying to figure out that deals with our father. About his past.
Not just our father, but many of those.
Others.
Yeah. We believe that some of the answers we might be trying to seek, Dad might know a thing or two, or maybe our mother might have left something behind. Something that'll help us figure out all this bullshit. On this impending threat that's coming.
Perhaps.
hoping we can figure this out.
Yeah. But if they couldn't beat it, and you know how strong Dad was, Mom was equally as so. But if they couldn't beat it, do we even stand a chance?
All we can do is try.
Precisely. Whether or not something is immediately possible in the moment, that does not matter here. We know that we have some amount of time. We should take this time to prepare.
You're right.
Means I gotta schedule some training sessions with Sienna. Gotta get on this. Gotta figure out what I can do.
Yeah.
After
That's
I failed.
As for me, there's a person I need to see. And if they know about anything related to that kind of thing, be able to get some insight.
Perhaps.
But first things first, we have to clear the visit home.
Yeah.
Anywho, I need some fresh air. I'm gonna step outside.
Alright, bro.
Hey, old man. Jesus fucking Christ! Goddamn motherfucking piece of shit rat fuck, that's what. You wanna give me a
Well.
Fuck you.
I hope that you recover the rest of the way. For now, I would suggest, as you have already said, taking time to rest.
I'll be texting and Thurl, just telling him I'm okay.
I would like to perform a quick medical scan for Miss Eyre. She will want to know that your condition has changed. If you would not mind.
Alright.
Perhaps
Fully
you could,
capable and fully okay.
at the very least.
Stand.
Oh. You do not need to stand, but at the very least, if you could hold your arms away from your sides.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. If you would give us a moment.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Interesting. You're quite warm.
Interesting.
Quite possibly due to all the energy
Yeah.
your body is burning off to recover as quickly as it is.
Weird thing is, I've always been naturally warm. It's really weird.
Warmer than what I have previously recorded for you.
Mm.
In the meantime, if you would like to sit
Maybe-
back down and rest.
Yeah.
Thank you for your work these past few days.
Just want to help. I want to make sure everyone's okay. The best thing I like to do. Know
Well.
what I want to do.
Yes. Would you like me to lock your door?
I'll give it some time to maybe lock my door, but not really, because Anthero might come in. I'm not sure.
Of course. Well then.
Mm.
Rest well.
Thank you, Miss Hybris. And would you like me to give you the full report when covered completely?
Yes, I would prefer you take your time. It is not so important. Fable was able to give me some details. But thank you.
Right. Right. You're welcome. Again. Oh.
You did not hear me on the other side of the door saying that I was about to leave?
I didn't hear you open the door and exit.
My apologies. I'll try to make more noise next time. Silas?
Is the door open?
Do you need to speak with Saya?
Yes. That is why I would be asking if that door was open.
I see. Saya, do you mind having another visitor?
Yeah. I'm not asleep yet, so yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you do mind, or yeah, I can visit you.
Yes, you can visit me, Silas. For fuck's sake, get in here.
How'd you fuck yourself up this time?
Well,
I
my
wanted to do
apologies
the
again
same,
for
so-
scaring you.
Long story.
Hey,
They're always better.
Saya, can I also come see how you're doing, since you seem to be magically healed or something?
AI companion.
Just as we were moving locations.
I see.
She also has PTs. Pointy.
I can see that.
Just repaired. They've just repaired. I'm giving them a test run. The new arms work okay. Ish.
I mean, go through further testing before you fucking switch back to your old arms again. Howdy.
I'm just trying to make sure I have, functioning
Howdy.
limbs just in case the other ones get broken. Hi, Hybris. How are you doing?
I'm
Hello,
here to
Kane.
make sure this one doesn't fuck up his arms again. Which seems to be a habit of yours at this point.
Look, it's not my fault everything attacks my arms and legs.
You're a nugget. What else can they attack?
Vitals?
That's no fun. Hi, I'm Alice. Nice to meet you.
Greetings, Alice. I am Hybris.
Hello. You're the one I keep hearing about.
They keep comparing you both.
It's the feet. Or lack therein.
It is the feet. Yeah. About it.
From what I was last told, you go through 4 sets.
I've gone through 4 sets of limbs.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about
The
that?
winter leg, the heavy armored legs, my old set of legs. And these have been broken like 6 times.
About?
Perhaps you should take better care of your equipment.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. To make sure he does.
Yeah.
At this point.
I normally do take really good care of my limbs.
Usually, after, 3 boxes of pizza and me yelling at you.
Look, the first set of arms I made lasted me a good 3 years.
Yeah, and then you busted those.
I didn't bust those. The church busted those.
It's still... You participated in actions that resulted in them getting busted.
I didn't expect the 10-foot-tall knight thing to put me in a wall.
You should expect anything above your height put you in a wall.
What a short joke.
Maybe. I didn't realize it myself,
don't
so
think
don't
he's
feel bad.
that short.
Compared to the people I work with, I'm short.
Well,
And
you're
so,
not short to me.
Thank you, Fate.
oh, you have that for you.
This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis.
It could be worse. It honestly could, and you know this.
You hide things in my legs.
Did you appreciate the worm on a string?
I don't even know why you did it.
Worm on a string, why not?
It is quite confusing.
Worms on a string are fun, at least to me. Hiding them in his legs is even more fun, because then he finds them out of
My
nowhere.
question is, what is your concept of fun?
Not much. Mostly teasing him. Other than that, I'm working.
She mostly just goes through things on the computer. And
A
she
lot of
just builds
programming.
random projects.
Yeah, the last one's still busted. So I have to fix, thanks to fucking so it's great. Well, I've actually never seen this place. Is this where you guys hang out often?
This is my home.
Neat.
So, yes.
I can understand that.
I just drop in sometimes to say hello to them.
Oh, I can understand that. Sorry if I'm intruding on anything. It's more or less him not breaking his shit.
No. No, you are fine. Kane, was there anything you needed?
I was looking for Esso. A while
Currently
back he said
unavailable.
that... Oh. A while back, around the time of the church incident, he said he had some spare mechanical parts laying around that if we both made it out of that occasion, you'd look through it and see if there's anything I could use.
Oh,
I see. Well, we certainly have a number of spare parts laying around.
I'm sorry if I'm intruding.
No, you are not.
Hopefully next time I'm able to catch him.
At the current time and moment, He seems to be off somewhere, quite busy. From what I'm aware.
Gotcha.
Yes, he is away at the moment.
I've been taking care of his office while he's gone. Would have thought he would have still been in Severa City. Maybe, but doesn't seem so. Well, would you like to check around the place?
If that's alright.
Yes, a couple of people. I think we could start with the garden. I think you might enjoy it.
Please enjoy.
Sweet. I'll try.
Thank you again for letting us into your home, Hybris.
Of course.
No, I'm not the one responsible for building that. Some lemur named Bob Marley built it. Calls it his daughter.
Strange, but understood.
Yeah. I should probably keep an eye on her. He's gonna help make sure this right arm is working properly again. Thank you again.
Taller than me.
Mom, this is my project. So we both worked on it together. So, I say my sister is mom and dad, so that's just what I call them. There's a lot of empty picture frames. How come there's no pictures?
Haven't had enough events to fill them out, I guess.
Well,
Eventually.
why not just get a photographer? Have them on hand sometimes for special events. Fill those frames in quite fast.
Yeah. Please be aware that the flowers over there, they're known as echo flowers.
Okay.
They don't do too well with loud noises around them. So if you are very close, keep it down a little bit. It's only if you're in a very close proximity. Apart from that, there is a silence cone around it. So it should be fine.
Interesting.
Apart from that, enjoy the wildlife.
Neat.
She apparently is a co-project. from what I heard, and I was wondering why she was swearing so much. And I found out why.
Why is that?
Her father swore a lot, aka her praetor. Well, one of. And their code is a part of her, it seems, as well as the counterpart, the mother. She called herself a co-project.
I see.
I do find it interesting, her mannerisms.
As do I.
She did actually have a good question. Why isn't there any, pictures always? Is it just because we haven't filled them out yet?
Correct.
With interesting events. Can't wait to see what's on there.
One day, perhaps. Well, I would like to continue observing.
His analogy's confusing.
Sense of humor. It works.
I don't need to have a sense of humor.
No,
You
you're
should-
just
you
an
probably should.
eagerly
It'd help you
pissed
feel a
off
little
old
younger.
man.
No, I'm perpetually pissed off because I'm linked to the sin of wrath.
Well,
And because all you
That's
youngsters
what I thought.
piss me off.
well, maybe try not to get so pissed off, old man. Maybe, I don't know, read a magazine.
How calm wrath is usually. You're quite angry. It's the wrath I'm thinking
Okay, think about my personality, Kane. Think about how wrath can get. Now combine those
Turning-
I
two.
feel like I'm
New
watching a
leaf.
kid without their guardian.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you. Turning new leaf. Turning new leaf. Turning new leaf. Turning
No
new leaf.
comment.
There you go.
See? That wasn't so hard. You're breathing.
Don't all people do
My
that?
trigger finger is itching.
You're
I
what?
mean, he wants to shoot me.
Oh, trigger finger. That didn't sound like
if
trigger
it'll-
finger.
allowed while in the cathedral.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
Green
Hi.
Hill,
Hello.
You're very
you
stealthy.
can shoot me all you want. Your bullets just
My
go right
apologies.
through me.
You're not the first person I
Fine.
Yes,
have
that's why I don't
scared
want to shoot
today.
you, 'cause I'm afraid I'll hit something important.
That is fine. I tend to have the habit as well.
Oh,
I don't think anyone can hear the beat.
He thinks for once.
huh.
I'd say that hurts, but the way I mostly act around him, he probably doesn't know that I actually have a brain.
I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing. I was like, don't. I was just saying, don't all normal people think? Isn't it normal to just constantly running?
Conscious
Sorry,
thought is an indication of intelligence.
but I'll have to disagree with you.
Wait,
People
if conscious
sometimes
thought is
don't think.
if
That
conscious
just makes
thought
them a
is,
corpse.
is an indication of intelligence, then how are you still here?
Hey, why did you laugh at that?
You are confusing two different concepts.
He knows what I meant. That's the point.
Yes, I know what you meant, old man, and I'm not even. Look. The fact of the matter is, people sometimes think, and then people sometimes don't think. That's the gist of things. That's what I'm saying. There's no need to get all philosophical. It's a true statement.
I mean, for a minute he was kind of starting to sound like Yoda.
We were not being philosophical. We were being entirely logical and scientific about the matter.
If a brain
no,
isn't
that's you
functioning or
being
not
logical and
converting
scientific
thought,
about
then it is a dead brain. That leads. It's a corpse.
You have to
Or a
realize that
vegetable.
these two are both very
Exactly.
logical. There is
Dealt with
nothing-
one. Dealt with one for many a years. Just now meeting this one. And if you're like her, we'll get along just fine. Keep
She's
your
openly
I have a
sassy.
humor sometimes. Yes.
openly sassy.
Exactly. Yeah. You can
I
ask
like
him.
her.
Okay.
She is a lot more. What am I looking for?
Bitchy?
I was.
Right.
Okay.
No, that is incredibly rude.
Alright, so
I was
that
supposed to be
like
likable. I
basically-
used to be a school system.
Alright, so that one's like basically my
So?
best friend right there. She, right there. Like I
She
said,
has a
I'm
name.
just meeting this one. I know it's Hybris, Fable. Thanks. All right. Shut up, bastard. Anywho.
Wow,
Yes,
Curry, you
my
should-
name
you
is
should Calm
Hybris.
down. Take some deep breaths.
I'm glad you've remembered this.
Of course I remember.
Hey, you're not a corpse. You
better
have
stop.
functioning thought.
You better
You're
stop
right, he
too.
isn't a corpse. You know, I was
It
worried. I
seems,
thought for a second you were a
Sora's
corpse, but I'm glad to be
During the
proven wrong.
conversations too.
Oh? Good afternoon.
Hello there.
Yo,
Oh,
Sora,
that's
what's
lit.
up?
Hey, how you doing?
100%. Why?
Hold that thought for 2 seconds. I want to give you something, Hybris.
Oh?
Do you know?
Oh.
It's one of those sonar pictures of the infant. She's not birthed yet, but she's there. And yes, it's a girl.
Have you already picked a name?
Nope. Still figuring that out.
Take care in doing so. Names are incredibly important.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yo! Congratulations, dude.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Welcome to fatherhood. It's a bitch. Take it from me.
I mean,
Now that I consider it, I don't believe I've ever seen you or your son in the same room. Do you spend time together often?
The
That
only
was
time
the
I
time he didn't know
managed
he
to
was his
get
dad
away
until, like,
from him.
What, a month ago?
I didn't know he was my son until a month ago. I didn't know I had a son.
Ah,
You kidding me?
I feel as though then you are not entirely
Yeah.
Where's
knowledgeable
Murray?
on the subject of fatherhood.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna
Before
keep my thoughts to
Ishar, I
myself
had
on this one.
3
Oh,
children
wait,
previously.
Wait. So, hold up.
Keeping my thoughts to
Did you leave
myself
for
on this one.
cigarettes? Because I know you have a smoking habit. Is that how you got out of your meeting your son?
He probably, I don't know. Apparently,
From
The
what it sounds
woman-
like, yes.
I was with.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't even told I had a son. I
Hold on,
wasn't
let's
even
hear
told
him
I
out.
had a son.
Let's hear him out a second. I want to hear this. All right, old man.
That's what all
The
dads
woman?
say to walk out.
So, the woman I was with at the time, I
Uh-huh.
faintly remember her, was very interesting to say the least. She
Uh-huh.
told me she had to go take care of something. She went off to do it, and I never saw her again.
sounds
Okay,
like
so
a
you
diss.
both walked out on
My
the couch.
apologies. My assumptions were incorrect.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bang.
So I'm
got
assuming
one-night
if she didn't
standing.
walk out, you still would have went out for cigarettes.
No, if she hadn't walked out, I probably would have helped freeze the child. Because I've done so previously 3 times.
Okay, where are the other 3 then?
They're dead. Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh, I should
I'm
not be
sorry.
laughing.
Is it my fault that my children got slaughtered in front of me? No.
No, old
Oh.
man. No, it's not
Oh.
your fault. Probably
Oh.
something happened. I don't know. I'm not gonna jump to conclusions.
We're gonna move
but I
on from
will-
this subject before I start getting angry.
Right, yeah, you got it. We are completely moving on from that subject. So, what's up though, Sora? What brings you here on this lovely occasion?
It's my afternoon tea time.
I believe
I'm just
Fable
joking. I only
brewed
came by
some
to say
tea.
hi.
All right.
I was joking, but I think I would
It
like
is in the
some.
kitchen.
I'll go grab it in a minute.
Still freshly made. Should still be warm.
What flavor? That's always important.
It's quills tea. So, very calming, soothing, and sweet.
Never had it, but I'm going to try it today.
It is bitter.
Gonna need a lot of sugar.
It's actually not
Sugar
that
on the
bad.
bone.
I mean,
I'm a sugar addict. What
It
do you
has
want
a
from me?
sharp taste to it. But for those who prefer sweet
Mm.
teas, yes, that is a problem.
yeah.
Yeah, what can I say?
All I know is that it tastes good and it seems to be magical in some way.
It's very calming from what people have told me.
Yes.
Yeah. I need that more in my
enjoy
life.
some of it.
It's
Same.
the taste, so.
Nothing wrong with a little calming flavor, I'll tell you. I feel like all of us could use something like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that just be an
All of
Irish
us?
brew?
Would it be a what now?
No, I want an Irish
That's my
one,
calming
thanks.
drink.
That's okay.
You too? See, I knew there was a reason I liked you, Kane.
I usually drink coffee. What's wrong with putting a little bit of whiskey in it?
Nothing. That's how I wake up in the morning.
Sorry, I was busy going through some things, so I kind of spaced out from this conversation. Sorry if my comments are quite random.
Yes, we're in space. I'm glad you noticed.
Old man, why do you just...
Isn't your head there often?
It's just like
All
your
the
son.
time.
I don't like it.
Look,
Well,
How
at
have
least
you
know
never
his
met your son, but you two be so similar?
You just heard the story.
similar upbringing.
I mean, apparently he was raised in a desolate wasteland, and I was raised in a similar circumstance. So,
And yeah, like father, like son.
that's not a good thing. That means he's a sociopath.
Isn't everyone a little bit?
No,
In their own right?
Majorly a sociopath.
No.
yo, this
He has
rock
no
looking
morals.
good as fuck, bro.
What the fuck?
I may need to look at
Let
different.
it be known that the infamous Curry wants to fuck a rock.
I have
gotta
many
sense humor.
concerns.
I don't understand it though.
I
It wasn't
agree.
Actually,
many
he
concerns.
wasn't being legitimate.
No,
He
I
was
was
just trying to escape
saying
the
a joke.
conversation.
Yeah.
Understood. Thank you.
If
Context
he
may be
actually
given.
wanted to fuck the rock, I don't think he'd tell us. I think he'd just do it.
Alice,
no.
if I might ask you something, how long have you been operating?
That depends. Are you wanting how long I've been in a body? Or how long I have been running entirely?
Entirely.
80, 90 years, I think?
So you just.
I see.
I used to just be an operating system that gave quests and missions, but my creator relocated me and worked on me with my father and
I
gave me
see.
a bit more substance.
Were you reprogrammed at any point in time?
A couple times to make me more likable to students. I used to be. Don't
I'm
test
just
me.
gonna back away from that.
Interesting.
I used to be a security system, and I kept logs on students, and I'd make sure the building was safe. That was most of my function.
I see.
Interesting.
How long have you been operating in this chassis? since you brought it up.
I think it was a couple months because the other one got trashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got into some bad situations, so most of my parts were destroyed. So I had to relocate.
I see. You may refuse this question if you wish. How long have you been sentient?
Oh. With sentient thought, it depends, because I'm not entirely sure. I understand a machine can become sentient, but
Maybe.
You do not consider
I'm
yourself
not
as
sure
being
because
sentient?
of my program. I
Hey,
was made to be friendly, to be likable, so didn't
important thing.
find
Don't
me
mean
scary.
to cut you off.
You're
Sorry
fine.
about this. We're gonna borrow the training room. Me and Sora are gonna do a bit of sparring.
Avoid the training room at all costs. Got it.
Double?
Would you like me to make sure nothing goes too crazy?
If you would, please.
We
Understood.
already made terms. We weren't gonna go too crazy. However, we might cheap shot each other.
Yes, and I would like to make
I'm just
certain
gonna
that if
make
one
sure
of you ends up on the ground bleeding, that someone is there to provide medical assistance.
Which I can.
Would you like me to oversee?
No, it is fine. I would rather continue
Alright,
talking,
my
if that
current-
is alright.
Of course.
How'd
It's
you
my
do it?
current,
How'd you do
I
it?
guess,
Kane, I swear to God.
function is a combat medic. Especially for that one and a couple others.
No, I hate that.
Haven't been able to
Interesting.
do that since he went to jail.
Oh, I hate
Times
you.
change, I have to adapt with it.
I
so
hate you.
tends to happen.
It is interesting to have met you.
You as well. I hope it's not too strange seeing another with Pete, I guess. People keep
No,
calling
it is
them Pete,
appreciated.
so I just cataloged it as that. Yeah, it was my dad's design. He wanted a capability of defense all over, whether it be with my hand or with my legs. So,
Interesting. Perhaps he took
But we found it's not good in the snow.
inspiration from
no, fuck the snow. Hate snow.
myself. I happen to know your father.
Yeah, Bob Marley. He's great.
Yes,
Probably
I remember
didn't
him
get yelled at
asking
for
me
getting
a
my other
strange number
model
of
smashed.
questions about my legs.
Yeah. Probably because of me. I am sorry for my father's persistence.
It is fine. Although I am, again, curious. You use internal gyroscopy?
It really depends. My legs are, they have a titanium core inside them. It's the same of what's inside your legs, or your previous ones. I took your design and modified it a little bit. And the outside is a flexi metal, more or less. It's just
I was
easier, but
specifically
it's been...
referring to how you had been designed to handle balance.
Yes, I do have that. I'm sorry. Just a lot of questions, a lot of things running at the same time. I
Of
have more
course.
than one person in my head.
Oh?
I have a catalog that runs to specific people. My creators, this one, and his wife. So, information I gather, I can share quite easily. However, if said model where I have my catalog stored currently is destroyed, I will lose all my data, which sucks. That
I
almost
can
happened.
understand this.
Yes, it does. But this garden, have you actually import a chunk of earth into here, or did you guys just fill it with soil and grow it yourselves?
Imported. It had to be set up on planet before being brought here.
Artificial sunlight?
Most of the plants here actually prefer low light. But there are a few UV lights that turn on occasionally when others are not here, to help make certain that the ones that
Great.
need it get it.
Sweet. My own place is very small. I live in an abandoned building currently. Easier to manage. No one can really search me. So.
I see. Well, I will not pester you further. But thank you for
You
the
can pester me all
information.
you like. I enjoy answering questions.
As do I. We have many things in
They're
common,
fun.
it would seem.
Holy fuck!
Hello, Silas. I assume your talk went well?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Dylan.
I'm sorry. I don't enjoy when
That's
people
okay.
think
That's a
I'm
normal
funny.
reaction. Do you know where Fable is?
I believe he
He
is in the
just went to
kitchen.
the training room.
Or the
Back down the
training
line.
room.
Kitchen or
Have you
training
ever
room?
seen-
Training room. My bad.
Okay. I gotta go catch my Dylan.
Have fun.
She looks familiar. Was she at the?
From what
She
I
the
remember
one at
from
the
your logs,
Lotus?
yes.
Oh,
Comes there every often.
I gotta say
From
hello
what
to
I
her. I haven't
remember-
seen her since the defense of the Lotus. I'll let you both talk. I'm gonna go say hello to them because I haven't seen them since.
Alright. Have fun.
Will do.
Do you wish to walk and talk? Wherever you need to go, I'll follow and we can speak.
At the
That's
moment,
alright
I
with
have nowhere that I need to be physically, but if you would like to walk and talk.
I can understand that. So, I guess, what is this place exactly made of?
Many materials.
Hmm.
Plenty
I'm
of
gonna
metal,
guess some
that's for
stone
certain.
for... Oh, I could guess. I'm guessing for the stone areas, well, I'm assuming they're stone or another heavy brick of some sort, cement maybe.
Yes, marble in certain areas.
Ah,
Quite
I
heavy.
can obviously tell the floor. Yeah, I could guess. Probably need a lot of manual labor to get this in, or a lot of mage users.
To my knowledge, most of the companies that I contracted to have this place built, as it was, were not
Oh,
magic users.
ah. Oh. A lot of people live here. Do they all stay aboard, or do they just come on and stay when they need?
Some do. We also have a number of guests. I also have family that stays
Oh.
here.
Ah. I was told I looked like your daughter at one point before I had changed my colors.
Really? Which daughter,
Yes, I was
if I might
in...
ask?
Purple.
Hmm.
No one ever gave me a name. Just said I look like one of your children. So,
Yes. My offspring. Her name is
Hey.
Luna.
yeah. Ah, cute.
Yes, she is the first of my children.
Ah. That'd be nice having family.
Yes, it can be. I've enjoyed watching her grow, as well as the others. Their development has been rapid.
Interesting. Yeah, I used to be the colors of purple and black mostly. the school colors for that. That was my main look.
Hmm.
A being like Hybris, although she bears a full soul now, was once a being with a half soul. A being that had willpower but lacked life force. Is that correct?
Negative. I was never created with a soul.
Were you not given one by Arcadum?
No. I was given a true name, and I believe through a complicated set of circumstances, I was able to eventually develop one naturally. Much of the schema of what happened is unknown to me. Although I believe with enough time and a better understanding of magic, I may be able to discern what truly caused the development.
A better understanding is exactly what I seek to find with this one. See, I have a theory.
What the heck?
But I need to... Oh, hey. Nice hat.
Thank you. I got it back.
It's bigger than I remember.
Maybe. I do not know. I think it's the same size.
Anyway, I have a theory that could change the way we think of soul. It's a theory that I've gathered from viewing the other side of the Shattered Gate. And I would like to test it because I believe that you, in particular, if this theory is true, your soul would hold information that would be very relevant to me.
This place, the Shattered Gate. What is it?
It is where the thing we do not talk about comes from, yes?
We can say the Herald. Safe.
Oh, yes, yes.
The Herald?
Yes. It is best if you do not think about it. Don't worry about it. Yes.
The Shattered Gate, I haven't found much on it. It seems that even the people on the other side do not know. But from what I believe it is the place through which the worlds are connected. Through which we can see this place that Rochelle allegedly came from. This place is known as Vera.
It's essentially like a pathway to another server, from what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be an apt
It's more
comparison.
than... It's... So imagine our worlds, Earth and Mars and the like, as different
It's essentially
servers.
a theory of multiple universes, yes?
It's like if, instead of going to a different computer server, you went to a different building, and in there you connected to one of their servers.
Well, then why don't you find the people who are essentially the IT department?
Is
People
this
who
the
fix it.
concept of
Those
seeing overlays?
individuals are far and few between. They are also
I do see
incredibly difficult to work with.
Yes, you come from something really, like, wibbly-wobbly,
Stubborn?
don't you? This is right.
Not necessarily.
Let me ask you a
They believe in
question,
balance.
Fable.
They also believe that these
Oh,
places
ever-
should not be
I see you have your
connected.
hat.
Seen
If you
Tampered with.
visions
Oh.
of
the fact that
Yes, Felix made this.
something is
Something
attempting to
familiar.
enter
Talking about
our
Crystal.
building, if you will.
Yes.
Why do I get this to
from
Like
another building
memories that
is
weren't yours.
incredibly
This is,
disturbing for them.
Rune class.
It goes against natural order.
Very
Things
starry.
that are from there
Yes,
should
it's because it has
likely
my
stay where
magic
they
in it.
are.
And essentially, they're like a
We
cybersecurity
really need
instead
to
of
test
IT.
my theory.
Something along the line.
Because if you know what I think,
At the very least, they were helpful
another
enough
you
to
knows.
give us a warning from beyond.
Wait, are we gonna mess with the multiverse now? Are we sure we wanna do that?
It wouldn't be
The
wise knowing the
multiverse.
repercussions of time play.
I find it
Oh, I'm.
Sounds like you'll need
Funny.
multi-tools.
Shame I
It
don't
was a
have
good
a
joke.
Think of when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about if I was to go down a hallway, because I was told this wasn't correct. If I was to go down a hallway, my choice of going right, I would go right. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
But then I've already felt like I've already gone left. I've already felt like I've already gone forward. Directional. And
Could cause a deja vu. I'm guessing.
it's constant.
Are you a
Let's-
It would be
singular? Are you a
problematic.
singular? Or do you can't?
Okay.
Are you seeing
Let's ask
anything
Adele.
else that your other things are doing? Is your other selves? Is that what's happening?
Hmm.
I just
Are you
Or-
seeing it
always
from
on
all
one point, but I feel
perspectives?
like I'm
Is it? It's
kinda
like
that, yeah.
a feeling, like an
Yes, it would
instinct.
be very confusing to see all three at
correct.
once.
It would be an instinctual feeling.
I think my theory might be true after all.
perhaps.
I would need to test it on him specifically.
I would feel a theory like that would be dangerous to what these cybersecurity
Oh yes,
call their
very
order.
dangerous. Incredibly dangerous.
Going to be honest.
I would prefer to know the nature of the experiment that you wish to perform before you try anything.
It's
Because I've only
hard
got
to
one me.
describe, but basically, I need to look at your soul.
Oh dear.
And more specifically,
looking
I
at
need to
somebody's eye.
see if
Good old
your soul
manipulation.
refracts.
Concerning.
A refraction could lead to a crack and shattering the being. In theory.
The problem
very
I'm facing
dangerous
here
thing.
is the understanding.
Ms.
that-
Hybris, I'd also like to tell you that apparently Sora and my brother are fighting in there, so please be careful. Dylan has a bubble, and
So
apparently
that's what
Kane
the
is in there.
troubles were. I was wondering.
I've got Dylan to take over with Saya.
Yeah.
Understood.
I made sure that they were there and they were aware of the circumstance. Silas pulled me aside because apparently he didn't talk to me about something. Which is...
I didn't
I was just
expect this
stepping
to
out of
be
there.
spectacle. But now that you're here, you could help.
Probably. What's up?
Because you can manipulate the astral in ways that I can't.
Yes.
If you were to freeze a mirror, it could prevent it from cracking.
Or
What
it
do you
could make
mean
it
by
shatter even
freeze?
harder.
Yes.
More
Structurally
like stasis,
speaking.
yes?
Yes, if you could
Glass becomes a
suspend
certain
his body.
temperature, it could shatter
You'll
on
have to
impact.
open up the
Are you...
chest.
I mean, are you okay with that?
What are
It's
you
like-
suggesting?
I need to pull a thread from the tapestry and observe it, but without tearing it.
Would it,
Yeah, good?
maybe like an astral projection?
Yeah, I'm totally
spell?
good.
That would probably work. I mean, that is already a thread, right? We just need to connect the two.
That would likely work, yes.
Astral projection. if he could
Yes, I could do
cast it well enough to project to a specific spot.
Would you be able to cast it for him?
But yes, of course. I could do that, probably.
You could be his guide.
I'll have his leash.
That is assuming that Fable agrees to this experiment.
Of course.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it
This is why I wanted to talk to Fable, because it's his choice whether he needs to test this theory. But if you have, like I said, seen these memories, felt these instincts, then perhaps there's something that you could know as well.
I don't know if me seeing random cubes spinning around and collapsing each other says anything, but it says something.
That does sound like one of the outer planes, you know? I can't remember which one it is. It has these shapes colliding against one another.
Oh, are you talking about the endless battlefield of Acheron?
Yes, exactly.
That was about... Yeah.
It has the dodecahedrons and everything. Very fancy.
Think of a cube with a cube on the outside flipping inside and outside of itself constantly, moving in every form of direction.
A tesseract.
No,
That's
it's
no?
visually on you all the time. I see it on you already. Mostly on Hybris.
I'm sorry, what?
Interesting.
It's like...
Is it
tiny.
because you're such an... Maybe it has something to do with the order. It sounds like a very,
From what research that currently people have on the dimensions, they call it a dimensional cube or integrate cube. I don't know what it's called.
Maybe it's
but
because you want
everything that is constructed
One
on the
place?
third
Perhaps you should be more specific.
also has it on the fourth.
Perhaps I am confused.
You see one of these cubes on me?
I do.
I'm guessing you see these on beings with a soul.
This is curious.
Everything.
What is it?
It's coexisting. As I described, a cube collapsing with another cube going looping around in infinite directions. It's constant. It moves along with us as we move around. From the concepts and things I've researched, it is something with on the line of the fourth dimension. Or fourth dimensional space.
We do
Would it
not
be like a
exist
door?
within a fourth dimensional space here.
We do not. But it coexists.
Well,
I see it.
yes, but you are able to see into the fourth dimension. I see.
This is news to me.
Oh, that's interesting.
I've explained this concept before, but people didn't give me answers until one in particular person gave me an answer. Long story short, I was talking to Neko about space-time, wormholes and stuff like that.
Non-Euclidean spaces. I understand, but those spaces do not exist within this dimension, or at least as far as we have been able to prove.
From my positioning right now, I can see some, but that's probably because it's in a different area. I don't know. All I know is wherever I am, I see things all around me, and I bump into them sometimes.
I see.
But this... no, this doesn't. It's right here.
What do you mean by this?
My body. my
Body doesn't bump into it. You're
chassis. The energy that flows around me does.
Got it.
These things phase through, guys. That's all I can say. It's like you guys don't exist to it. That's because you guys are in third dimensional plane of space. If I'm correct?
Yeah, I guess.
This is. I've lost track of.
Yes, we have completely gotten off track of the intended conversation.
Yeah, and seeing that it is.
Wait, where'd the sock go?
I seem to have stepped back that way.
You ported.
Ah.
And he mysteriously vanished.
And now there.
Yes, sorry.
Go back.
Sock returns.
That's okay. You missed.
Give me a moment. I'm just going to
We're
step
talking
into
about
the room.
weird fourth dimensional cubes.
Oh, great.
Hypercubes.
What, like the fourth dimension? That place is wacky.
Anyway.
Back to the matter in hand.
Yes.
If this theory is true, and souls work the way in this universe as they do in the one I've been observing, we could use such things to our advantage.
Wouldn't that still be up to Fable's choice?
I don't.
Decision?
Yes.
My fear is I don't know what it will do if you mess with it. Because 9 times out of 10 usually ends up with me in critical.
I don't think we want Fable in critical at all.
Again.
I don't seek to pry your soul apart and reverse engineer it, merely to observe it. And Sock will provide stasis for your body. Think of it like surgery. And Sock would be putting you under, so to speak.
Can I make a suggestion? Take a couple days for him to think on this?
I literally have to go training within like a couple of hours, a day. After that, I'm gone for a week. And by then, I don't know if I'm going to be alive or not.
Time, Fable, has not been on my side, and I fear that I will not be able to come back here in a couple days.
Why?
Can't answer. Not because I wish to keep things secret from you, but because the nature of the research that I must do, there are things that cannot be spoken.
Understood.
Silas, do this. Please do not, I repeat, do not do what you are going to discuss.
Of course. If the experiments on this end prove successful, I will have no need to open the gate.
No. Even if they aren't, we need you.
We've already seen what happens when the gate is opened as well. It seems to have disastrous consequences. Opening it again may cause more problems.
Yes, it has
I suggest probably moving this to a different location. This sounds important.
I would not.
Yeah.
I would not throw my life into the void for nothing.
There has to be smarter ways of doing this, Silas. If you would.
I'm gonna go.
Right.
I
But we need to
was really
take some
going to
form
head to
of
the garden
action.
for a little bit.
Please
Give
head
me
in.
some time. I've been trying to decode the compass that Arcadum so kindly provided.
We need those relics.
Precisely, and maybe
I
we
will.
can get more answers once we find them.
Alright. You have my word. I will make best measures to preserve myself in hopes that I can live past the Herald if we do survive to beat it. Then maybe I can repair my body.
That's
Gave me quite a beating. If I didn't have my quick recovery.
Pretty sketchy as hell.
May we please move this to...
You need someone with a similar soul. Correct? A similar makeup?
Him in particular. He has... if my theory is right, he has knowledge that I need. That would help fix me.
What if I told you I knew someone that was very similar to him?
Go on.
My niece. Brim's adoptive daughter.
Wait, you mean Echo?
Precisely.
I am not even going to start this. Comprehending Neko's makeup is like...
It can be done. You simply need to understand quantum mechanics well enough.
But they were not there.
There's more of her than there is me. That's my fear.
I can imagine. You're what is essentially celestial heartcast. Or interdimensional heartcast.
That's one way of putting it. Give it some thought, and let Fable come to a decision. If Fable cannot, we can try to speak with Neko. She may be able to help us.
It won't work with someone else. They won't have the knowledge. They weren't there.
May I discuss with you?
Yes. If you would.
I'll be back. What he has said so far, don't know what will happen to me. I really don't.
I am not entirely certain that what occurred is necessarily related to you being there that night, nor any information you might have gained from Arcadum. I also do not know if your makeup is compatible with such a spell.
From what I'm aware, I don't think so either, because last
You do
time I
not
had
have a
any
soul.
interactions with the Astral Sea, I just look like what I want to look like. That's it. From that point on, I'm just me. Much like how I think in... Well,
I may try to convince him to use me instead. At the very least, I
would
do
like
have
to
a...
inform you of what me and him discussed,
Please do.
but I will need to say it away from anyone's ears or hearing.
Come.
Should be good here. He decided to talk to me about him basically sacrificing himself for an edge.
For an edge?
By messing. Yep. I've already told him that he was completely foolish to think so, even just having an edge as it is. He already is an edge himself. By being able to see. So for him doing this, he would sacrifice his life and put us in, well, a disadvantage. Majorly. And he was planning to use the, what he called the pillar? To get some form of, well, edge against him. Most likely destroying and, well, disintegrating his body.
Lazy Dude gifted a tier 1 sub
I
to
told
Lord
him it was
Depresso.
very foolish
They
to
have
do so,
given
but
103
he
gift
said there's no
subs to
time
the
for
channel.
caution. I told him that yes, there may be no time for caution. Caution is still needed. But reckless actions like this could be catastrophic. More than he thinks. More than he can understand. And I tried to brute force a question from him. Because he was not listening. Which I got my answer. The question was, what are the positives? What are the negatives? The situation. Logically. The positive is only a possibility. It's not 100%. And it's only an edge. It makes all the flaws completely unbalanced to that edge. All the flaws obviously being his knowledge, his wisdom, his ability to teach other people magic, and be able to see what we are going to face.
Yes, that would be quite
Just
the
with a simple
sacrifice.
edge,
I believe he
we
may
would lose
be
everything
frightened
else.
by the fact that his body is deteriorating as fast as it is. He may be trying to find suitable replacements.
I think that's why he wants to test the theory with me. As Sok said, I am pretty much a dimensional cloud. I'm gonna take the word fart out of it. Cloud.
Yes, I understand.
They'll have to damage my body to get to it. Preferably, I'd like to be at the back. I feel like if I do this, and if it somehow is correct.
Wallace Mike gifted a tier 1 sub to Corauna. They have given 42 gift subs in the channel.
We may have a lot better of a chance. But I'm not here to gamble. I'm not here for chances. I need logic in this circumstance. So for him to obviously be panicking in this panic state, he'll want to try anything. But it seems I'm only one option for him. And it could be a risk later on. For myself. Either way, a threat that could endanger people's memories of existence. I am willing to take this measure.
Wallace Mike gifted a tier 1 sub to Nefo. They have given 43 gift
do
subs
not
in the
believe
channel.
it is wise. You are correct in that it is not a net gain.
Don't have a triad on body at the current time and moment.
Currently?
Yeah, right now.
I do not believe Andraste is here at the moment.
Darn. I was hoping.
But perhaps
that
we
way
could
they
call
don't
her.
have to. I think that'd be useful, because I think she's the only person who can actually, well, open up my body without being damaged. And without putting a hole in me.
Fable, I do not think you heard me. I do not think this idea provides a net positive gain.
You're correct. Unless I have some more straight information.
Perhaps.
And this
Wallace Mike
concept
gifted a
of what he
tier 1
calls
sub
of
to
his own as a
Tuftoni.
soul.
They have given 44 gift subs in the channel.
I'm not going to.
Understood. Ah.
I don't have enough information to go any further. Yes, that might be a one-shot chance. But I know I could do a lot better alive than not at all. I'm not willing to make the same mistake he's about to make just because I said no. That's why I'm thinking with it. A little bit of a Sachi brain. If you get the little bit of a humor.
That's concerning.
Very much so.
For now,
He's a very
we
foolish
shall
person.
head upstairs. I would encourage you to reconsider what he is asking you to do. That is all.
Wallace Mike gifted a tier 1 sub to Likio. They have given 45
Holy
gift
shit,
subs in the
guys.
channel.
Yep. Alright. My answer's going to be no. I've made up my mind.
Yeah, I'll talk to her later. She has a lot on her plate.
I always
has
have a lot on my
her
plate.
So if you're waiting for the plate to ever get empty, you're gonna be waiting an eternity.
It's
'Cause
wishful
she
thinking.
refills it all the time.
It's wishful thinking.
You need a very powerful spell to make that wish come true.
There is a spell that does that. But I would ask that
I'm
you
not
not
gonna
try to
use
do
it.
that. You might break.
I'm not going to use it.
I don't cast magic, so
I would never.
it won't come from me.
Good. Now then.
Well,
Everything
There
okay?
was something you needed?
I just came by to say hi.
Oh.
Remember the talk we had before?
Yes. Hi.
Talk later.
Hi.
my answer isn't going to be no.
Oh, it's not going to be?
It's going to be no.
Gotcha.
Whatever's going on, I'm pretty sure you already know what you need to do. So, it's probably for a good reason.
We'll find a way.
I can understand, and that's why the moment I heard Soul, I was looking at you, I was going,
I didn't even know it was possible in our soul.
I'm certain it's possible, however, your physical makeup would suggest that you do not have one. Neka does not have one either, to my knowledge.
So messing with something like that, I think it would actually endanger me more than anything.
Didn't you have one?
That is... That...
No,
Yes, but
I still do.
What?
he said have, not has. Or
Oh.
reverse. Or something.
Semantics.
Brain.
Fair enough.
It is still lodged in her chest cavity.
I'm still trying to figure, you know what, never mind. I'm not gonna
My
bother
chest
trying.
cavity.
I don't know,
A baby.
I wanted to say something
I don't
really
have a
badly, but I'm trying
chest cavity.
to restrain myself.
Your
Should I
torso.
talk about me?
Do it.
Stop being a bad influence. I mean, I'm a bad influence. I keep trying to give people guns.
I'm not a bad influence. I'm being a confident.
Only give people guns if they have a license.
Hello.
Hello.
I have an answer.
Good.
I'm sorry, but I will not.
I understand.
There's only one of me, and I don't even know what you're talking about could even be possible remotely for me.
I'm not even sure if it's possible either.
There is
That's
a lot
why
being put at risk
none-
there.
There's always a risk.
Yes. But is the risk
Under
worth the reward?
circumstances.
It never will be
Can find a
when
way.
it comes to the Herald. I respect your decision. That is why I gave you the choice. But
Appreciate giving me a
I
choice.
would urge you, do not misunderstand my action. For the Herald is a being unlike which we have never perceived. It is not, in my mind, possible to find a weakness without an exchange. Does not play fair, as other enemies have.
Perhaps. But in this instance, you are not fighting the Herald. You are simply looking for answers. Answers which I am certain, Silas, that we will be able to find. Just by some other means.
I just hope we have time. My body is worse every day. I will continue my research. And I am not content with being a distant pair of eyes locked away in a tower. So I will continue to train those who want to fight against the Herald. If you wish, Fable, I will allow you to accompany Dylan and Saya in undergoing the trials.
I'd appreciate that. Looks like I'm going through a lot of
I cannot
trials.
speak on the exact nature of the trial, but what I can promise you is I will give you a task. All of you, once you are assembled, you will complete it and emerge strong enough to face the Herald. Or you will fall. It is not my decision. It's not traditional training, but it is what I can do to best prepare you.
Understood.
We've been through some trials of our own.
Certainly.
Besides, if what I believe in you is true, perhaps the key that you hold will present itself. Trust your instincts. They don't lie to you.
Well, the reason why I'm here, the reason why I can talk, so
you're
correct.
Though it may not seem it, the visions that you see, the scattered memories, though they may not belong to you, Fable, they may belong to yourself. As hard to understand as that sounds, it is hard to speak on these things without sounding cryptic.
From my understanding, all that I know is what the factor that I'm new and I've only been alive for a couple months, sentient, truly.
All we do is all we can do.
Right around this time.
I think I'll need a fourth. If you are to embark on the trial, you'll do so with Dylan and Saya. We should work on recovering the relics, deciphering the compass.
Trying my
And
hardest.
on a personal note, I do not have the time to spare to work on it, but I need to find a way to stop myself from breaking. Something I wish I could work on. But given the circumstances, more important things need my attention, as I am the only one with the gift of sight.
Perhaps. I will try to spare it some thought if I can. Making certain
Thank
that you are alive may be a greater asset than any time or processing lost.
Yeah. I do hope that I survive.
So do I. Not because of any silly herald. But because I do not wish to see you dead.
That's reassuring. Perhaps hope can outweigh fear.
Yes. In the meantime, I have a 90-year-old artificial intelligence standing in my home that I wish to observe.
Think of this. Think of this. Okay.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. 1 sec, I need to go bully her for a sec.
Sounds about right.
Oh, god damn it, dear.
Glad to see you all are just like Lotus and just as
I can't
wild
trust
and
any of
rambunctious
you.
with each other.
I can't trust any
Yeah.
of you.
Probably the best way to describe it. Also, hello, Hybris. I have seen you have emerged from your lab and
Hello.
guessing an intense
I will bully
conversation.
you. But it
Something
is
along those lines, yes.
being nice.
I figured.
Hey, give your girlfriend a kiss so she could feel better.
Okay.
I was
now
thinking-
you listen to advice.
Everything all right there, Miss Hybris?
At the moment, yes.
How'd it go?
Oh, that's good.
Good to you.
Yes. Dylan is
Oh,
just
hidden
damaged.
ethereal.
It
Dylan's
worked,
just
but
running.
now he's just being annoying.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
You're one to talk.
Oh no.
I'm esoteric, not annoying. There's a difference.
Are you sure?
Just because you put different letters in it doesn't mean it's any different.
Like I am perfectly fine if I just stay here. I'm perfectly fine.
Stay in your bubble
over there.
where no one can touch you.
Yeah,
gonna
and
sit down.
my
Wait, can I
safety
climb
zone.
this? Hold up, can I climb this?
What?
Is it possible?
Do you want to?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
no.
possible to
Wanna
climb it. Why do you want to
I'm climbing.
climb it?
Because why not?
Dear.
What's this berry made of?
Put your sword away. Get out here. No.
I want to climb it.
If you come in
You
here, I'm
stay
gonna
away
shoot
from my
my
apprentice's safe space.
I feel like we should take this from the training room.
Don't touch the no-no square.
What is
You said instincts.
I was
correct?
just
She's in here. Her macaroons are unguarded.
No,
no.
What is
Oh
Dylan, what is the barrier made out of?
Get them! Share them!
no! Oh dear.
Felt something familiar?
Making almond flour for macaroons is a bitch. Well, I will say
I
that.
like you could do something about it.
Sounds good.
Less violent.
It's a difficult process.
I really want macaroons or mochi. One of the two.
Mochi's
I can
great.
send you videos.
Well, to go with your analogy,
Oh, wait, Kane, I forgot
if you
to
are
ask.
in a hallway
How did you
and you
feel
feel like
after
you've
the
already
memes I
gone
had
left
introduced you one to?
and already gone straight, it's likely because you
I
have.
hate you. See, one keeps calling me a simp now.
Test it.
Stop teaching the other robots.
Alrighty. I shall be taking my leave.
I sent him what Tumblr was, so now he is learning more.
I'm gonna
Goodbye,
go.
Sora.
Goodbye.
Bye, Sora.
Take care.
Thank you for kicking my brother's ass. Thank you. Please
If
keep
you would,
doing it.
please give your wife my regards.
Sure. When the baby's due, you'll be the first person I'll call.
Ooh. Got a promise?
I consider that an honor. Thank you.
Of course. Alrighty.
Children are wonderful.
The no-no square is up again.
They're protecting their macaroons.
Or along
I
the
think
lines
again.
of the no-no sphere.
No-no bubble.
No,
No,
no
no sphere.
No, no bubble.
No-
Maybe, I don't know.
No dome.
No, no.
No-no dome.
It's a no dome.
I think that is now the proper name that we can call that. Oh dear.
I did have a question for you, Hybris. Just a quick one.
Yes.
I'm looking to add a defensive feature to my left arm. Know you're good with hard light. Is there any way I could possibly fit something into my arm so I could have a temporary shield? Not over my, just like to guard myself.
Hard light.
Because I
would
noticed
be
I've been throwing my.
entirely impractical.
Would it?
Yes, the control systems that you would need in place, as well as the power supply you would need to sustain it, or even project anything, would be immense.
Nothing you need to know of. Nothing you need to know
What
of.
would you recommend?
No.
Nothing you need
More.
to know. No.
What were you going to say? I will tickle the shit out of you.
Perhaps a simple plasma barrier? If you are looking for a technological solution.
Oh, so you're calling him honey now?
I am. I'm not really that good with magic.
I am not particularly gifted myself. But
Yeah, imagine being gifted with magic. What a fucking loser you would be.
You are insulting yourself.
That's
I think that was the point.
Congratulations.
How about you stop insulting yourself? Actually,
In any case, Ion has something similar installed onto his suit. The left palm has a projector.
I'm staying close because I know.
We
your
also
bonus
gave it a
radius.
bit of an upgrade. Slightly better regulator and power supply control system.
I'll give that a
It
look and
attempts
see what I
to
can
dynamically allocate power, so that way it does not overdraw. Significantly more efficient. It gets more usage before the battery is fully drained.
Well,
Got it.
another suggestion you can probably do is put more steel plates inside the arm.
Are you
Have a
really
system
gonna play Ring Around
that
the Rosie now?
activates, they go together, kind of like a small riot shield.
I mean, that is
An
something
entirely
I can
mechanical
do, but
system.
remember, this arm still has the flesh. If anything, I'd have to put it on my right arm in that case. That way it can hold the weight.
Yes,
then
that
again,
would
you
be
do
one
wield
option.
every now and
you'll be
then.
able to incapacitate instead of what you usually do, which would be preferable.
Speaking quite frankly, it might be simpler to get a few magnets and attach a shield that way.
Carry it on your back? Or under your bulletproof vest sometimes? That way you have a layer of metal underneath a bulletproof vest. More ensure you live longer.
I'll figure out what solution works.
You
And on
gotta
that
be
other
careful,
point,
though.
I will dabble in more non-lethal things. I'm trying to be better at person. I've been better lately.
He has. He hasn't murdered anyone.
I wonder why.
You live in Zaf City, right?
Yes.
Zafira City, whatever they call
Zafira.
it.
I used to be a bounty hunter.
Okay.
Killer for
So,
hire.
I mean, you killed for money. It's a common occupation. Not the best, but money's money.
Well, nowadays at least.
It was, but it was getting to the point where my life was in danger more often than I was really succeeding.
Yeah, what happened?
Weirdly enough, I actually know exactly how you feel.
You should consider yourself quite
I
lucky.
follow things the way he likes to. It got me in way more trouble if I would have just killed him.
Yeah. The last bounty I went on was my... nearly killed me, so I was
To
just...
alert you to an astronomically bad idea happening on the other side of the room.
I have spotted it.
Should I prevent this?
Curry!
No.
Please tell me to get
Curry!
Alright, jeez.
Acting reckless again.
It was still really cool to be on top of that barrier. I've never done it before.
Please don't go on top
Curry.
of my barriers.
Hybris, may I?
Yes. For once, yes.
Training.
Pulls his ears.
Catches your arms.
I mean, like, I can easily hold someone's weight.
Pulls them
I mean,
apart.
like, a freaking, like, dinosaur has jumped on my barrier before.
Pulls ear.
I don't know. He's pretty.
Son of a
Don't do that again, Curry. Let go.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I'm backing you
Thank
up.
you, Miss Hybris.
fucking little.
Finish that statement, Curry.
I'm not. You know me well enough to know it's fine.
I just want to hug. I'm kind of tired, but I'm a little less tired.
My barriers are my only safety.
Where's my Saya hug?
Look, I have nothing to say.
I'm sensitive about ribs.
For the trials.
I will be right.
Gosh, how can I be so powerful?
Should be you, Saya, Fable, and another.
Yet fold like a twig when my ear is pulled.
Criteria that you're, like, using to pick.
Yeah, no.
Your ears are sensitive.
It wasn't fun.
Simple as
And,
that.
and apparently,
I mean, there's
certainly the vampire
Well,
decided to punch
Let's hope my
him.
girlfriend doesn't pick that up. If she does, she'll have complete control over me. And it's scary enough as it is.
Maybe.
It's either yes or no on a pizza.
Rochelle
There's
is
only
intrinsically connected to the
Okay, fine.
Anywho.
I'm a who one
Also,
Hey, Dylan! Your barrier technique is really cool.
Thanks.
And don't
If
say
it
the
can
comment
hold
you
me,
said earlier.
if the barrier can hold me, then it'll definitely hold a lot of other things.
Didn't you just have a conversation earlier about not beating your injured
You're very
sister?
special. You're
Like the
very
main purpose
important
of it.
in the days that will come.
So yeah, you got a nice barrier technique.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Boy.
Have you been reading the texts I gave you?
Boy, this boy has a name, thank you.
practicing magic and
Have you introduced your name to me? No, so I have called you boy.
on missions.
Have you not told her my name?
I don't. What am I supposed to shout your name to the world? No.
I just met her a couple seconds ago too.
And
She's
like,
not obligated to give me your name.
Fucking. Alright. I'm Curry, hi.
Hybris.
I'm a Nephilim.
Hi.
Pretty strong. I don't fuck about.
I've been training Rochelle how to channel mana. Do you mind if we use the training room quick while I teach her first set of spells?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm still feeling the effects of that beer. Seriously.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name's Saya.
You're fine. You're
My
good.
girlfriend around? No.
I'll teach you that later.
She has been in and out. I
Yes,
believe she has
Saya.
been busy with matters.
I was watching your
in the,
training
kingdom.
sessions. Noticed your no,
Good.
Hey,
That means-
Hey, whoa. Calm yourself for like
Sorry.
10 seconds. Jesus Christ. You need
Apparently,
to
she
train.
introduced them to Netflix.
I noticed that your hand-to-hand combat, like two hamsters slapping at each other. So, I had kind of thought.
Great.
if
So
you wanted
first
to grab
pizza,
some
now
people who
Netflix.
might,
Visual and audio
you know,
data.
a little bit better,
Lots and lots of it.
potentially practice Monday.
Oh no, I know. Kane introduced me to it last week. We watched
No magical powers
Kane!
or anything. Actual just hand to
What
hand.
did we watch last week on Netflix?
And it won't just be me punching you, by the way.
So-
It'll actually be training.
You think she has the
I can't remember. I can barely remember what I ate
you
yesterday.
know, she's kind of
It's
kind of like you with the pointy legs and stuff.
Yes, what I
Don't
find
worry about it.
incredibly
Like,
funny
you've been
is
through
that
or
she has
something.
been operating
Just
for
give me the
approximately
option.
90 years.
Up north.
But yet, she only
where there's
recently, within the past few
things that
years,
not
has
fought
begun
before.
to use chassis.
And one of them
Whereas
crushes
I
my
am
ribs.
a
Yeah, but I'm at
relatively
least okay for
younger
now.
unit.
It's standing.
But I have also been
You are
using
still fucking standing.
chassis
That's a fucking
for
achievement to me.
approximately the same amount of time.
Thank heirs, medical, and my brother's a little bit of help.
Sorry. I had to
You're
jog
more
his memory.
experienced with. Oh
Make
yes.
sure they know that I'm.
Of course.
But I would like
Do they know that
something.
you're thinking?
Cool.
Mm.
We had watched Violet Evergarden.
Do they know that you're thinking?
At least that's what he wanted to watch, so.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yes.
Good.
It was an
I
interesting
thank my
watch.
brother constantly, even though it's a pain in the
Really
ass.
cool. I watch a lot of cartoons
Y'all are in
myself.
earshot with each other. How do you guys not hear what you guys say about each other?
I am generally
Like-
listening to multiple conversations.
Same. So you're not
I
alone in that
listen-
aspect.
I listen to who's talking to me.
I feel bad for you.
I think that what's going on is that like. Hi. You guys
Greetings.
Back to your conversation. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Perhaps I will turn this into a half circle.
There we go.
Well.
Yeah.
Feel free to
I've been
join.
left alone, and now I have to join the conversation of the Pete's and the guy's Pete's.
Oh no. Oh god.
I certainly hope you
Now
don't have a
shall
problem
decide
with
your
Pete.
fate.
Do I have a problem with Pete? Are you kidding me? Those are weapons at all times. That is like a safety measure that you always have.
Why does everyone say
If
that?
anything,
Pretty
I'm
much.
I'm kind of jealous.
I don't say that.
Spears.
You did say that
I'm guessing.
previously when we first met. It was one of the first things that you said. You were actually quite rude about it.
How do you? How do
You
you?
could actually probably. Actually,
I
pretty good
remember
balance.
these
You could
things,
probably
sorry.
go up walls if you could like chain them in. I mean, like.
That was a long time ago. Holy shit. All right, I'm gonna give you that one. I was rude about it because
Curry.
you know I was going through things.
I am a data archival program. You honestly don't think that I would remember every conversation we have ever had? In detail?
All right. Name the most weirdest conversation we've had
Every
in our
single
years.
one of them.
Okay.
Yes, fuck.
You are a strange
Alright,
man, Curry,
okay.
but I still enjoy your company.
Well,
Activated her fucking burn holes. Holy shit.
well,
Have you not
Present
known
company
that
has
most-
inspired me to be incredibly sassy
Sorry,
today.
that was what I would say.
well, you know what? I like this.
Showing the
So do I. I've
direction.
needed something to brighten my mood.
Just look it up. Something.
Whoa,
something,
Hey.
Miss Hybris?
Something.
Careful.
I know, I know
Yes.
this thing. If a tree falls in the
I
forest,
think he
does it
wants to
still
ask
make
you
a
something.
sound?
Yes, theory.
No. Why'd you assume that?
The answer's yes.
But you were poking her.
I mean,
You're standing behind
No, I
her
wasn't.
quite menacingly.
No, if I was standing behind her menacingly, I'd be doing this.
When you hit the ground, is it
Is
kind
your-
of like a thud, or is it
Is
just
your
dead?
posture okay?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to ask.
Hold up.
Unless
It just
there's
does that-
something
you kinda-
going on.
You're
Sound
kind
of
of doing
something
like
crushing
this.
underneath me.
Like you're
Or
kind of like.
collapsing underneath.
Kind of like boom.
Join the dark side of
Yeah,
that.
Ethereal, in other words, you look like you have something in your ass.
Last time I was in the Purple Lotus,
Now,
Sachi was mucking
that is-
around.
It is a
I'll
reference
go
from a
see his
movie
mouth.
Tim showed me.
Told me to
It's
join
quite
in.
fun.
I did that. My
I'm
foot
quite certain I
went
recall.
through the
I
floor on the
was-
second story.
I was
Oh,
saying that
wow.
it looked like he was showing
And I
off
was
his
stuck there
ass,
because
not
the
something was
relic
in his ass.
Mended up the ground.
Someone had to say it.
And what did he decide to do? He left me.
No one had to say that.
I'm looking at you with disappointment here.
I think there are multiple sets of eyes doing that right now.
Miss Hybris.
I gotta do something really important.
Going down.
I think the word you're looking for is
I can do that too. What are you trying to do?
Wait.
There he is.
I'm just
Boy.
I remember when
My
Alpha.
entire thought process of you second floor.
I recall
goes
when
through,
Valor
floor
taught
mended,
me that.
Destroy the floor and have you go through all the way to the first.
Memes are amazing.
You know what? I'm gonna take this chair right here, bro.
I could just.
I started introducing C1 to memes recently. It's great.
God.
Instead of breaking unnecessary
There shall
amounts
soon be a third.
of land.
Hello,
I don't
Ethereal.
see what everyone was talking about.
I am.
Welcome
Would you
back.
like to talk now?
I have
your
way
posture's
too many
good. You're
destructive
good now.
tendencies.
You're alright.
Would I like to what now?
You don't have advanced
and you need to turn
scoliosis.
them into restraining capability.
I can barely hear you over someone else saying. I can't even hear you over everyone talking.
What so far I found, it's really.
Hello, Imperial. I am Hybris. Would you like to talk?
The good thing is,
Not that I'm aware of, but if you want a conversation, sure.
Angry robots and
Good. How are
giant
you?
monsters that know nothing but death.
Doing pretty good.
It's called tranquilizer.
That is good to hear.
And tranquilizer in general.
I am not an armor.
Yes, but there
How are
is
you?
certain kinds that exist with
I've
us
been better.
currently that can affect magic.
But I'm okay.
AKA her.
I hear that a lot.
An armrest.
What could you do to feel better?
Are you sure? This is a great day.
I would rather not discuss that at the moment.
Listen, I witnessed one.
Is there a time you would like to discuss about it?
Fey man walk up to a mushroom and just go, "Hey."
No.
And I was wondering why he said, "Hey."
No.
Understandable.
And then he collapsed.
Well, if you ever do wish to talk about
I used to
needing
be an
help on
armor
anything
too.
to make you
I
feel
was
better,
lucky not to become one.
you know there are people who are willing to listen. And
Sorry.
help.
That man died.
Thank you.
Hey, Dylan's a great artist.
I'm not about
Good talk.
Shut up!
Rude. I'm just sitting there.
What are you, Mr.
Also,
Krabs?
also
Oh my
the press
God.
conference should be soon.
Probably go back and make sure they're not still.
I would have gone with Plankton, but I'll accept it.
Finally.
No, that was a Mr. Krabs money laugh. I'm sorry, that's not
Yes,
Plankton.
they have run into a few bumps, but
That was not Plankton.
I did get an update and it should be soon because I
If
contacted
you wanted a
them.
Plankton one, you gotta have a more evil tongue to it.
Which one?
That's good to hear.
More evil tongue.
I don't put your arm on my head because then you mess up my hair.
As it stands,
I'm
it
too
would seem
old
their
to
own
be evil
article
anymore.
has,
God.
to some degree, backfired
I mean,
against them.
Okay.
I like
brother
my
has
They can be
hair.
A little bit.
in their own
Many
way.
other news
Which I
sources
don't
seem to be
mind.
calling into
Burning
question the
someone or
validity of
roasting the
their
shit out of someone.
journalism.
Well, then you should have said.
Understandable.
Am I wrong?
You are a fantastic AI. I want you to know that.
I was programmed to be likable.
I still mess with your
Make
head
fun,
up.
make jokes, roast kids' asses.
And guess who was behind you?
You're doing a fantastic job.
I am usually annoying,
I'm used to
especially
messing
to
here.
that
I
one.
have been
So,
at.
They both have their charms.
a
More power
two-sided
to
sword.
you.
I'm used to fight, so your hair gets
May I
messy.
ask you
I
something?
have a chaotic personality.
What's that?
You know what you should do?
Are you able to maintain a reasonable
Just
standard
kind of go.
of
Stop.
politeness versus rudeness
My hair alone.
that results in
Yes.
you still being likable?
It's like a gauge. Depending on the crowd I'm around, I can usually change it. I
least
guess
I
the
have hair
best
to
way
do
to
that.
say, if I'm around a bunch of old
Yeah, I
people, I'll be
don't.
nice and hospitable.
I'm
If
short
I'm
hair.
around a younger age, I can make more jokes and
Welcome back,
do
Beth.
it more of what I like.
Well,
I guess like in a sense.
What can do
Perhaps
what?
I simply am not
messy
good at
too.
gauging this.
Oh, trust me.
Oh, they're
You don't
talking about
have to
how they have
gauge
long
it.
hair.
You can make a joke in any situation sometimes and it'll land.
She says she can flail her hair everywhere, and apparently you can too. I guess you have hidden hair.
I
Your
guess.
hair type of person.
His hair's long enough as to where I can.
I mean,
Is my hair long enough?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think about my
that's
hair.
interesting.
Yeah.
God,
She's
I
been
hate
talking
giving
about hair the
magic
whole day.
lessons.
You should tie it into pigtails or something. It'll keep
The
it out of your
last
face.
thing I wanted to do when I came here was
Just-
to give people magic lessons. Yeah, I'm an
You know-
archmage,
you know
not
what?
a teacher.
you know what you do? Just seal everyone's magic, and then you'd never have to teach anyone magic.
Because I like you, but it doesn't mean I like doing it.
If I lose my magic,
just
I'm
seal
just
all
a
magic.
basic human, and that's not fun.
Then you never have to
Just
teach
blame
it again.
yourself. You decided to get
How
knowledge,
about
so
we
now
don't
people look to you
recreate
for it.
Solomon?
You know, if you actually exercised and did some little bit of training, you could just do hand-to-hand.
I'd rather not recreate the story
I'm
of
not
Solomon.
good at
and just all
hand-to-hand
nine
combat.
I mean, just think about it. If there wasn't magic, imagine how much less fuckery there would be
I mean,
every
anything's
day.
a weapon if you throw it hard enough.
Did you just jump from there?
No soul manipulation.
I was
no
sitting there. I
summoning
just
demons.
jumped over
My
here.
main weapon.
Making certain you made a very loud noise that would have indicated that you were falling from somewhere.
I mean, yeah. Usually
No, you're
snap someone up with a
indicating
shovel.
the wrong thing. Okay, I was sitting
I
over
use
there.
dual shovels.
I
That
just
one
jumped
uses
from
one.
there to here.
Why did you jump? Why not simply walk?
My
Dual
main
shovels is
weapon
better.
is my knuckles.
Cause I like jumping.
Yeah, I know.
Hybris,
Thunder and
alright?
lightning,
No,
right?
it's-
Fucking.
It's
Yeah.
your guns. Your guns are your main weapons.
Good enough.
The guns are the lady killer.
What the fuck?
Well, that or whenever I do the whole armor plating thing,
Oi!
but
What are you
then
doing
there's
over there?
steam and shit everywhere, and that's not fun.
Eyes on him like a hawk.
I'm allowed to stand at all times.
Constant observation.
Yeah. When it comes to curry, yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Oh,
Don't stand behind me.
man.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Cute. I can see her pants in that really.
I mean, how else would people get a surprise jump on?
Oh. Wait, what's...
Some pants and there's a ship.
Where did Hybris go?
Isn't any pants?
You know,
Good job, Hybris.
for someone so strong,
Forget.
you really do lack awareness of your
It would seem he really does enjoy jumping.
Do you need a hand back up?
For a man so strong, he seems to jump like a bitch.
Thank you.
You really should watch
Pissed
your.
myself.
You really should watch your backside more often.
Good job, Miss Hybris. I'm gonna say that.
This is dangerous territory.
Well, Curry, you just got scared.
My apologies,
You were
Curry.
terrified.
I've had to go grab a mop.
Don't apologize. I've never. Wait. Are you actually having fun right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was quite funny.
Personal thing that she does.
It was
Well, that's
quite
awesome.
funny.
I almost pissed myself though. I almost died. Whew.
Don't take him to a. Don't take him to a haunted house. Don't take him to a haunted house. It's worse.
So what you're telling me is Halloween here? Eh? Eh?
Oh, you're never gonna see me here.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Yes, brother. I would love to see
would be quite
Halloween.
amusing.
I would
Actually.
love to be here for Halloween.
Well,
if I
then,
could see that, that would be amazing.
So,
Like a-
allow me to tell you some things.
Halloween is not that far
Sister,
away.
you're never gonna see me here.
I can do more than just a
Come
man.
on.
Dangerous
Actually,
idea.
I wouldn't doubt your
I'd
capabilities,
actually like to
Pick
see
him
that.
up.
but it would be very,
Yes,
very
thank you,
amusing
dear.
to see certain people's
I
reactions.
know
and
exactly
A test
the
of
type of
courage.
space to
Can you
scare him.
stop picking on my boyfriend, for God's sake?
He keeps getting
Well?
behind me.
You are familiar with the concepts of
Good
liminal
thing
spaces.
I don't have a weapon, right?
Yeah,
Repeat
it's a
that?
good thing.
You are familiar
Look,
with the
just stay
concept of
over there.
liminal spaces.
God, man.
Yeah.
Also, I was standing there the whole time. You just ended up turning
think
to
it
look
would
that
be quite
direction, so
effective
you
on
kinda
him.
placed me behind you. I was just standing there
Alright.
for like 3
Wait, really?
minutes.
Hybris,
Yeah.
Pardon? Okay.
I need
there.
to
Okay,
return to my
hi, hi.
research. I've spent too much time here.
Sorry, he
Like,
usually does.
As
it's alright.
enjoyable of a time that I have had, I should
Can you stop
likely be
picking
doing
him
the
up,
same.
please?
City's right.
It was good to see you.
You know how to contact me.
Be seeing you.
And then he places me and turns back around.
I'll need to find a fourth, and then the trial can begin.
No,
You're right.
no. Mine.
I know a few forests
Crap.
if you need a
Jesus Christ. Brother,
empty
you're doing that to your own
place where you
girlfriend.
shouldn't have to worry
For
about
God's sakes, pick her up.
too much wildlife or other things getting in the way.
Yes.
I think she missed you, too.
Why did you do
I
this?
just need to assess who has the most potential.
Was that a sign of like power
Highest chance of
bombing her?
success.
Maybe.
No, boy. It's literally this sign. Boy.
And my brain went.
I'll contact you when I'm ready.
Just Batista bomb your girlfriend.
Or if I get any new information.
Or just super.
As will I for you.
What?
That
I don't know about
requires
that. Would you break?
flexibility to.
Yeah, does he
You're
have
flexible enough.
flexibility?
I reckon you could probably do it.
No.
Probably.
No, I'm saying him. Does he have the flexibility?
Batista bomb, suplexing. There's a ton of stuff you can do.
Yeah, you're right. I know a lot of those maneuvers.
Are you sure?
I don't think he does.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Can you do a bridge suplex right now? Like just do a bridge?
Do it.
Do not. I'm backing up.
No, I'm good. I'm not in that mood to do those things right now.
Is this another USB conversation? Is that what
Wait, you bastard! Did you just trick me into something? Why are you laughing?
Conversation.
Wait, USB conversation? What the? What is that?
USB? What's a USB, bro?
Innuendos to get around talking to your child.
Oh, not again. Those kinds of conversations again.
What you said? USB though.
Yeah.
We were on the topic of
USB
me,
port.
and then-
Universal serial bus.
As I said, I'm making a project.
Yes. You are 100% right, Curry.
Hasn't said project.
The universal serial bus. It makes.
If you were
fun
trying to say
deliveries.
innuendos, you should have said innuendos.
The USB is the innuendo.
For myself. Because my dad doesn't
Man,
have
you
the resources
confuse
to
me.
make them
You know
anymore,
what?
and my mother is too busy.
It's about to be innuendo if you don't get it.
My best suggestion then would be Hybris.
Don't you hurt him. I swear to God, don't pick him up
I'm
again.
not. I didn't even.
I'll get them up. I'll get them up.
Curry, are you alright?
I know what I'm getting. When is his birthday? Because I think I know what I'm getting him.
Rear view mirror?
Yeah, I'm certain
You
of
know
what I'm
what?
getting him.
Come on.
I need to request a hologram sometime.
So this time, did you actually
Just to scare him.
I think we've reached the age of adult
Just to have you show up behind him.
Here's have a little bit of a mop. I'm just gonna mop you a little.
Don't worry, I'm good.
Maybe.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm good. I almost shit myself this time.
Okay, yes, you are
It's
correct.
either one or the other.
Yeah, I think it's time to get him adult diapers.
No,
Look, he's already walking like an old man.
You better chill, okay? Because I got scared and I almost shit myself, okay?
So far, you've almost fucking urinated yourself, shot yourself. I think it's a pretty good suggestion to get you adult diapers.
Well, I think it's a pretty good
It is
suggestion.
nothing.
I don't need to do that.
Oh my God.
I think his
Look,
bladder's
I
generating
start
too
walking
quickly.
upright eventually, all right? Give me a second, Jesus.
Is your back hurting?
I think you
No,
prayer
my
dog.
ass hurts. I landed wrong.
Probably because it lands on the sword.
Yeah, precisely.
Sideways.
Precisely.
Oh no!
I'm surprised you
I
don't.
fell when I landed on the sword.
I'm surprised you don't
Land
cut
on the
your
sword,
ass when you fall.
It's worse than landing on the keys.
Oh, no, I don't.
What? How? If you're falling sideways, how do you not cut your ass by accident?
You really want me to explain this to you?
Yes, I genuinely do. Give me a scientific and logical explanation of why you don't cut your ass when you fall.
Scientific, logical explanation. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, and don't give me a one-liner.
Fuck. All right. My nice little pee-pee, bro. I'm affected. Sorry, just fuck. I'm good.
Come here, up you get.
Perhaps that should be enough.
Rage.
You had to grow
I always wanted to participate once.
Careful.
We may
my
cause
God,
him
that's
to
hilarious.
have a heart attack at this rate.
Hey, yo.
No, give him a ghost. Give him anything scared to
There you
fine, and
go.
he will freak out.
All right, my
every
Nephilim
time.
PP, bro. Give me a second. I almost let out the.
Oh, I feel bad for your girlfriend then.
No, don't worry about it.
I don't think that's fixable.
It's pretty easy to distract
Can
him.
you see it?
Yes.
I can.
He has a strange sense of object permanence.
You leave my Nephilim PP alone. Do you understand?
I'm surprised
I
you
said
can
nothing
see
about
that
it.
from PP.
I said your... Well, do you understand what object's permanence is?
No.
Unfortunately.
Importance, I believe.
It is quite important. Babies generally develop it after a few months.
What? Just
Why do you not like your sister then?
explain it to.
Okay. Object permanence. Right?
Thank you.
Okay. What does a baby do
Too much slop.
when it has an item in its hand?
Oh, it grips it. This is deep ass breathing I hear.
Have you ever
Is that me?
seen...
Hello?
Have you ever seen
I
a
must be
small
breathing
baby
too hard.
play peekaboo? When you cover your face, and they are suddenly
yeah,
surprised
no.
when you
Just-
appear
just-
in front of them.
Just do this.
That is object permanence.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Is
Hmm.
that me breathing hard? Yo, bro, I swear I've got. Hello? I know it ain't me.
Perhaps it is your allergies?
I mean, I never knew Nephilims catch allergies. I mean,
Do you want me to get them up again?
You
I can
have
get them up.
sinuses, do you not?
Nah, psh. Sinuses? Me? No way, I'm
How do you
clean.
function?
Those are incredibly important for smelling and
you
tasting.
need sinuses to live. Like,
Do you
I'm a
understand?
Nephilim. The biology is different.
that's not,
Yes,
that,
but
no, that's
sinuses are
humanoid
incredibly
to have.
Yes, most humanoid mammals have sinuses.
Man, let me.
I've got you. Got you. I've got you, man. This is the second time I've caught
Oh
you.
dear God.
The second time.
That's enough, I think.
And both times I've had to catch you so you don't slice your ass cheek.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Okay. Enough's enough. We could stop scaring the man before he gets paranoid of everything around him.
I'm surprised
probably
he's
don't even
not.
have to do it. I could probably be standing here and he can back up into me and just turn
Given the
around.
amount of
This
combat
ground- this
experience
ground
he
feels-
has,
With a cucumber.
I'm
This
surprised
ground
he
is
is
so
not
nice right
alright.
now, bro. I'm just gonna stay here.
You want to get up? No? Yeah, you gotta stay on the ground? Okay. Well,
just gonna
make
stay
sure
here.
make sure your sword
Okay.
doesn't, you know.
You gonna take a nap?
Should I get him a blanket?
You gonna take a nap? Okay.
Perhaps.
We should get him a blanket. I'll get him a blanket and a pillow. What?
Yeah,
Should I get him a little pink blanket or a little blue blanket
Little pink one.
Pink, of course.
or a purple?
Purple.
Pink. Yeah, we can't go wrong with pink.
And perhaps an
Purple?
adult diaper.
Purple. Ah, yeah, good
Yes,
double up
as
on
well.
that.
No worries, I'm good.
That's good.
Oh man, I'm good.
I think our
Don't worry about
reception's like this.
Look, man, I just need to. Look, I just need to just. Alright. Over here.
Are you really good?
Yeah.
You're like a cat with a cucumber, I swear.
He really is. Now I think about it. Where's Sock?
Mimics. I
Cats,
am
for
going
some
to do
abnormal reason, get very startled of cucumbers.
It is because it's an instinctual thing. Actually,
But if you're fighting something,
Hello.
but if you're fighting something that doesn't have any emotions, there's no guilt behind your actions. You can take it out guilt-free. So don't hold back. Don't go for weaknesses. Don't go for joints. Go for direct blows and take them out as quickly as possible. And make sure you finish the job. I'm guessing you're talking about what? Ghosts, robots, spirits, zombies.
Anything in general. Usually things that we've dealt with before. If we couldn't have to fight, we would figure out a really good solution. Of course we fought a few things, but it wasn't on the forefront that to always be the solution. So, being in a situation where certain things don't have emotions is kind of new. And
If you
quite
cannot
frankly,
talk
I
to
don't
them,
know.
if you can't talk to them and you can't reason with them, you have two options. One being to try to take them down non-lethally. This is preferred, but also understand that trying to take something down non-lethally can cost you more resources as well as other people's lives. So you need to balance the game of, am I going to take this thing down non-lethally, or am I going to kill it and guarantee that everyone around me is safe? That is the gamble. That is the gamble of war. That is the gamble of being a warrior. Which you are one, right?
I feel like it's in the title, but I don't really feel like one.
Well, then you need to figure that out your damn self. No one else will figure that out for you. Whether you shoot lightning out of your hands, or you lie, or you cast shields. You figure out if you're a warrior. And if you ever second guess yourself, don't you dare go on missions. Don't you dare put a single life at risk because you can't figure out your own self. You understand that?
I feel like I'm really close to figuring that out. I just need a little time. And then I'll be ready.
You don't have time. You guys are coming in here talking about world-ending threats 24/7. I woke up the other day and heard you guys went on some kind of a mission pummeling robots. Saya's over there going on missions up in the north, apparently, fighting God knows what. You don't have time. Every time you get a moment to meditate, to think, to practice, to train, you take it. Put your personal life aside and focus on improving yourself so other people can be safe. When I found out I had a soul inside me, I spent every waking moment. I missed so many hours of sleep, and I borderline tortured myself so I could train and perfect it, so I could take care of that soul. Because that soul depended on me. Now, other people might depend on you. A certain someone might depend on you. I don't know if you have someone, and I don't really care. But the fact is if at least one person depends on you, you need to be ready. And the first step of that is figuring out what you are.
Okay.
So tomorrow, I expect you to come to me. After, of course, I've woken you up and everything. I'll be in the training room. I expect you to come to me, and you tell me what you are. If you stutter, if you second guess yourself, I will take you down. We will spend the entire day training nothing but hand techniques. I'll make you feel like you're wasting your damn time. And then you will go to bed. You will do everything I told you, and you will try again the next day. Until you tell me what you are. And when you do, and you have figured it out, your mind is no longer scattered, and you have one single trace of confidence in your fucking heart, then I will train you.
Okay. Well, alright then. Huh?
I feel bad to interrupt
that it?
on this, but you need to talk to him. Why'd you ask me to come up here?
Because honestly, at this point, I'm getting insight from everybody I can pull from.
I can't give insight.
Well, no. Everybody has the ability to give insight, even if it's small things, like opening a pickle jar from fighting off 10,000 people. All thoughts are kind of really precious at this point.
But also convoluted and mismatched. If you get everyone in this room's opinion on what you should do against emotionless enemies, you're gonna have at least probably say about 8 different answers.
I know, but what I mean is not necessarily always about robots or things like that, but sometimes problems when they're not physical, when they're emotional or otherwise, sometimes people are better at things than others. And it's just really hard to figure out what's what. I've always had that problem.
And have you always gone to others to find answers?
Not always. Sometimes I've been able to lay down and figure some stuff out for myself. It just takes me a little bit.
I'm gonna go back to the
Be cautious about doing that. I want you to know right now that places like this can sometimes be filled with deluded people. People who scream that they're heroes when they barely even know the definition of such a thing. People who will come by and tell you that they know exactly what you should always do, and they have never once in their life actually dealt with that kind of problem. As much as I respect Dylan, much as I care about her, and I care greatly about her, do you think one day in her life has really had true difficulty?
I don't know.
No, she hasn't. She's just as much in need of training in this regard as you are. She's not ready for it yet. I know she's not. You are.
I'm not giving up. I can't.
Well, you could, before you asked me for help. I'll drag you by the tusks if I need to.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on magic. I'm not giving up learning. I'm not giving up on training. Just I just need sleep. I need sleep so much. So I'm gonna try it.
I can still hear you.
You won't sleep tonight. I'll tell you the painful truth
I
of it all.
know. I know.
Tomorrow night there's potential, but tonight you won't. Use this as time as to collect your thoughts. Figure out your problems. If you can't come to me and tell you what you are, at least come to me and tell you
I
what
shall
the
be
hell is
taking my
wrong.
leave now. I shall speak to you all another.
Of course.
Yeah. Bye, Miss Hybris.
I mean, for Ion,
Alice.
they marked him as knockoff Genji.
Listen.
I enjoyed getting to know you. I would like
Here's
to talk
up.
more sometime.
Of course.
That's the first time I heard that.
I just want you to know.
Kane did give me a phone. So if you want, you can put whatever into it.
Look, I don't care. She can give me
You do not have an integrated unit?
whatever she wants to give me.
I
Interesting.
do, but Kane says I should get used to using normal technology.
She can give me whatever title she
Why?
wants to give me, bro. At the end of the day,
I don't know.
who I am. So,
Probably doesn't want my systems getting I guess compromised, considering I deal with a lot, at least with that one, in his personal life. So, self-conscious is
Compartmentalization.
Honey, you're like you have
Very important.
Yeah. Very. Yes, he minimizes it. So, also, they were talking about a weaponized fork. So, that's an interesting conversation.
Well,
Yeah. Alright. I shall speak to you all another time. I do hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your time. Hey.
you as well.
Bye.
I see this, and I'm just like,
Goodbye.
do I need to get the fire extinguisher?
You're leaking.
look at this, and I think like
You're leaking.
either it has a very tragic backstory or very loving
We're gonna
backstory.
increasingly do this till eventually you
Just
pass
like-
out from just trying to walk down the hallway.
Okay.
Once you've gotten to that point, we'll know exactly where your scale is, and then we can work them there.
Okay.
And one other thing, I am stressing this as much as humanly possible.
Yeah?
I watched the others train, and I watched their instructors, I want you to understand something. The art of fighting is a precious art. It is a delicate battle that people misuse on a daily basis. So many different styles, so many different combats, so many different ways of throwing a fist. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's sloppies. When I watch your instructors, they almost want you to fight sloppy. Throw your hammer around, Rochelle. Hit him harder, Rochelle. Swing away, Rochelle. With no technique, you will never have the power you could actually have. Just swinging your hammer correctly, you could probably crack the entire ground of that room, God knows. You wouldn't even have to be yelling so much, you could just do it. There are steps to gaining power, and the first one is focus. The second one is technique. The third one is the follow-through.
Okay.
Don't blindly run into these things. Don't take training as just beating each other up. There's sparring sessions, of course. But if you need training, ask for training. Make sure that if you say, I need training, and someone just puts up their hands and says, punch me, you ask, what the fuck are you teaching me? Because I'm pretty sure, if I asked any of you what the hell you learned from any of those fights, you'd be like, I know how to swing my weapon a little bit harder. I know that fire burns.
Yeah,
I know that when an
definitely.
angelic being is swinging at me, I should probably avoid it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Even
You've
on our
officially
last,
read the Fighting for Dummies.
even on our last mission, I told Saya to duck. There was a whole line of bullets coming our way. Bro, that was a mess. It was a scary mess, yeah.
And most messes do get scared. Common occurrence. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. What this place needs more than anything is leaders. I'm not talking about who can yell loud. You have enough of that. No offense.
None taken.
But I mean, this place needs leaders. People who, when they see a bad situation, they think clearly and they focus on the protection of other people and what to do next. This training, I would like it if you would put that step forward and attempt to be one. You have a big hammer, you have a big presence, shove yourself into the middle of every bit of combat. In my opinion, you're the perfect person to be a leader. You charge forward, run assault every time. You have the confidence, you just need the brain power. So we get you there.
Yeah. I appreciate the thought, and I'm gonna get there. It's just gonna take a little bit.
We don't have time. I don't want you to think that we're gonna get there. It'll take a little bit. It'll take time, of course. But every day from this point forward, we are going to push you to your edge.
Okay.
And don't worry, I'll be right beside you the entire time. I will never make you do a single thing that I would not do myself.
Okay.
There's only one payment.
Okay. I don't know.
My siren's been getting a little bit lonely just talking to me all the time. So, we might take intermittent breaks so we can chat with you.
Okay.
You'll see a floating jellyfish. It's kind of a thing.
Okay. No, that sounds completely fair. I have no idea what we're gonna talk about, but I'm sure I can make it happen.
She just loves talking Okay. This weird.
I'm gonna be heading out. You guys have a wonderful night.
You as well, Kane. Thank you.
No problem. It was wonderful being here again. You guys have a wonderful night.
I didn't hear the last part.
She just loves talking about anything. She'll go on for hours about paintings. She'll go on for hours about drawing. She'll go on for days about how beautiful it is to see the stars move across the sky. She's a really smart little girl. She's gone really far.
Would you feel comfortable if I wrote it down when we talked?
She'd probably be floating over your shoulder the entire time, but yeah, it'd be fine.
Okay.
That's it though.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's all I ask of you.
Okay. How you been, Miss Hybris?
I'm alright.
That's good to know. You kind of looked really sad the other day, so I kind of wanted to check on you.
Today's company has lifted my mood. But thank you.
Good to hear. Today's company has excited me, scared me, and scared me again, and then, well, now
That
I
happens
understand it,
frequently.
I get it. Yeah, I guess so. Oh boy. I forgot about the pizza. Crap.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
one other thing.
What's that?
One last thing before you go.
Okay.
That you're having trouble sleeping, right?
Yeah.
If you made a mistake on a mission, get over it. Mistakes happen. Whether you costed someone a life, or you made a mistake in a job, or you hesitated, it's going to happen. If you want to do right by that person, by that event, by your team, do better. So whatever happened doesn't happen again.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Alright, now,
Work on that.
we'll get your food or hang out with friends fit. Alright?
Yeah, I haven't eaten today.
Yeah, we'll go get some food. That's the first order you're getting today.
Yeah, pizza time. Woo!
Mhm.
Thank you, Mizu.
You're welcome.
I come over at a bad time.
You're just fine. Just fine.
I was just coming over to say it was getting late, so I was gonna just go ahead and head to bed.
You gonna head to bed?
You okay?
Memories.
Yes, Fable?
Just interested in what's going on over here. That's all.
Nothing. At least at the moment.
I was just talking to Curry, and Curry was
Oh.
talking about Corona.
There you go.
I was talking about Cordelia.
I'll catch you later.
And the situation of
I
her
got a tub of ice cream to eat all by
doing
myself.
things that Corona did. Point in case, putting knives in wallets.
I
and
like this
making
ice
them want
cream,
people.
so I want to eat it.
Enjoy it.
Well, I'll ask later.
Yeah.
Saya, do try to get some rest tonight. You'll need it. You're likely going to feel quite sore in the morning.
Yep, I'm gonna feel sore. I'm gonna rest for 2 days and just keep myself at least.
Curry, it was good to see you again. And Theriel, I hope you've been well. Fable, Thank you for our talk.
Not a problem.
We have work to do.
I appreciate it.
Yep. I have some stuff I need to prep for, so I've had a great time tonight.
My apologies for scaring
I
you.
almost pissed. I almost pissed, shat myself, and my Nephilim PP has been affected.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's a great night.
I don't know how
Yes,
that's...
it sounds.
You know what? I'm not gonna question it.
Don't question it.
I don't.
It's me, after all. Great. But with that being said,
List that. Don't question anything that Curry says when it comes to jumping.
yeah, you guys, take care. I've got to head out.
Sweet dreams and safe travel. Sweet processes and safe travel.
Have a good night, Mizu. And thank you.
For whatever it is, you're welcome.
Hmm.
Have a good night.
Good night, Curry.
Night, Hybris.
Curry, there is a pizza in the oven.